Hi, good morning, everyone. We're just going to wait for a few minutes. I see a lot of students still joining. So we'll give a few more minutes before we start the session. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. Yeah. Venkaya? Okay, let's start. Okay. I invited all the students. Hi, good morning, everyone. Can you hear us?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us in this orientation session. I'm Seshidhar Gumma. I'm Dean of Academic Affairs here at IIT Tirupati. Before we start, let me congratulate all of you on your success at JEE Advanced. And thank you for choosing IIT Tirupati. We appreciate that you have chosen our institute for your undergraduate program. We look forward to playing a key role in shaping your career over the next 4 years and beyond. This orientation program is designed to help you with the transition into activities here at IIT Tirupati. With me in this orientation session are our director, Professor K.N. Satyanarayana. I have Dr. Sunil Kumar, Head of Engineering Department. Dr. Durga Prasad Chella, he is Chairman Admissions. Then I have Dr. Anki Reddy, he is our Advisor of Academic Research. Dr. N. Venkaya, he is Dean of Student Affairs. I have my academic team, Mr. Arun Kalyan, he is Assistant Registrar, Academics. Amit Goswami from the Academics team. Then I have Hari Krishna, Mr. Hari Krishna, he is also Assistant Registrar in the Academics section. Rohit, he is our General Secretary, Student General Secretary. Sorry. And then a lot of other heads of the department and deans who are joining online, including one of our former professors. I see Professor Krishnaya in there. Good morning, sir. And thank you once again for joining us. In this orientation program, scheduled over the next 10 to 12 days, we have several activities to familiarize you, the students, the parents, about the institute, the facilities available on the campus, various academic activities, other extracurricular activities, information about various student clubs, of which all of you can be a part of, the academic curriculum, the programs, the sport facilities, health facilities, the counseling sessions that we have on campus, etc. In addition, we'll also have introduction to the individual departments. And once you are on campus, we'll have an interactive session in our beautiful open air theater with the director, etc. In order to make best utilization of the resources and the time we have, a part of this orientation program is designed to be online. And we start off with the first session today. And I request our director, Professor Satyanarayana, to address the students. Sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Professor Kumar. So good morning, everyone. And I join my colleagues here in congratulating all of you for the hard work you have put in and the focus with which you have prepared and cracked the JEE or advanced JEE. And also would like to thank you for choosing IIT Tirupati. Let me tell you, this is a decision you'll be quite happy with once you come here and settle down and go through the 4 years of your program, or even maybe 5 years if you decide to do a dual degree program. And also I'd like to congratulate the parents and the teachers who have been, I'm sure, played a major role in guiding the child or student, if it's a teacher, in their knowledge acquisition, in the way they prepare, the way they grow. In the this is a period of transition. Now you're coming from a school environment I know many of you may have been last 2 years in a coaching environment to an environment which is a college. So this is a period when you really grow up from your childhood to adulthood, and you'll be going through this transition during this period. So these are very important formative years for all of you, and we are glad we have a major role to play in this process in your life. What I'll do is I'll use a presentation that I have to let you know about IIT Tirupati, and then later on we have an interactive session with the parents, right? So IIT Tirupati, what you see in the picture here is an aerial view taken more than a year back. It's completely changed now. Go to the next slide. Yeah. So this is the place where as soon as you land up in the campus, you'll be staying. This is what we call our South Campus. It's part of our permanent campus. This is the campus, part of the campus that was completed in 2018. So we're just starting with the picture where when you land up here, you'll be, at least in your first year, you'll be staying here. And then you'll move into your single rooms later on in the new hostels that we've built. I have a picture there of NIRF 56 rank, previous slide. We have national institutional ranking framework in the last 7-8 years where institutions are being ranked, institution will become eligible for ranking once they graduate 3 batches. So last year was the first time we were eligible, and we came out with the 56th rank, which is a very, very commendable rank for a very new institution entering the ranking framework for the first time. And I'm sure every year we'll be climbing up this ladder and catching up with the first and second generation IITs quite fast. So among the third generation IITs, only 2 of us were eligible for ranking, IIT Tirupati and IIT Palakkad. And so we were ranked 56. I think Palakkad was about 68 or 69. So that way we are doing well on the whole. Yeah, next slide. So we are part of the third generation IITs. I'm sure all of you, while you're choosing your branch and the IIT, that's a decision, two decisions you need to take, which IIT and which branch. And the debate in your mind would have been whether to go with the area of specialization or whether to go with the specific IIT. So as all of you are aware by now, we're fully aware, IITs have been evolving over the years, starting from 1951, when the first IIT at Kharagpur was set up, and subsequently 4 more IITs were set up in that decade of 50s and early 60s at Bombay, and then Madras, Kanpur, and Delhi. And these 5 IITs are the old IITs, but subsequently IIT Guwahati started in 1994, and Roorkee, the oldest, in fact, this year they're celebrating 175 years of the institution, became an IIT. So these 7 IITs, we consider them first generation IITs. This is from the perspective of the government funding, how they treat us and so on. In 2008, 8 more IITs started in Hyderabad, Bhubaneswar, Patna, then Mandi, Ropar, Jodhpur, Gandhinagar, and so on, right? So these 8 IITs, we call them second generation IITs. So now they've been in existence for almost 14 years, since 2008. And then in 2015 and 16, 6 more IITs started. And out of which IIT Tirupati and IIT Palakkad started in 2015, and the balance 4 in Goa, Dharwad, and Bhilai and Jammu started in 2016. Now, when we start these new IITs, from the second generation, third generation IITs, the model has been one of the older IITs mentors a new IIT. So IIT Tirupati has been mentored by IIT Madras, the #1 ranked institution in the country, whether it's for engineering or overall institutional framework. So we've been fortunate, IIT Madras earlier mentored also IIT Hyderabad, which is again in the second generation IITs, the fastest growing among the second generation IITs. So, and the other interesting thing is we're very close to IIT Madras, just 150 kilometers. So the first year of our operation, first almost 1.5 years, nearly first 2 years, most of the teaching in the institute was done by IIT Madras faculty, and very senior faculty from IIT Madras came and taught here and helped us set up our labs. Yeah, next slide. So I talked about the government of India starting the 6th, 3rd generation IITs. And among the 3rd generation IITs, ours was the first IIT to have its foundation stone program laid. Just go to the next slide and we'll come back. Go to the next slide. So this was in March 28, 2015, even before we started. Many of the other IITs, the foundation stone gets laid sometime in a year, 2 or 3 years after they start. But this was much before we started in March, in the presence of a very big crowd of about 25,000. Actually, it is the foundation stone program for IIT, ISER, Tirupati, and IIIT Sri City, together, 3 institutions. And we had a very strong presence from both the center and the state at this program. Next, go back. And then we started off in the first year with 4 branches of engineering, in civil engineering, computer science engineering, electrical engineering, and mechanical engineering, admitting 30 students in each branch initially. And subsequently, we started increasing the strength in each of these branches and started chemical engineering in 2018. So today, we have 5 branches in the B.Tech program at IIT Tirupati. And in 2017, we started our MS and PhD programs. And the main campus budget for the construction of the main campus, getting equipment, all that was approved in 2017. Before that, we had a budget for our temporary operations. And in 2018, we started our M.Tech programs. And also, we started shifting our activities to the permanent campus from 2018. Please note that we started in 2015. So the first batch at IIT Tirupati lived in the campus for full 1 year, which is a major achievement given that almost all the 2nd generation and 3rd generation IITs, except 1 or 2, 3, 4 batches graduated without ever seeing the campus. Okay. So from 2018, all our students have been living on campus. And from 2019, all the classes got shifted to the permanent campus. So all operations from teaching and student residence purpose was from the permanent campus. So in 2022, we are almost completing, we are at the fag end of completion of the stage 1 campus. The buildings are all some of the buildings are already done, occupied. I will talk about this a little bit more in detail later on. And by 2025, in 2023, we'll start the 2nd stage construction of the campus. We will double whatever, I'll show you what we are building. We will double all this in the next 3 years. Next. So these are the various, we have 9 departments in the institute. The 5 departments that I already talked about, chemical engineering, which are offering the B.Tech program in engineering, chemical engineering, civil and environmental engineering, computer science and engineering, and electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, and then the 3 science branches, chemistry, mathematics, and physics. In fact, these 3 offer M.Tech MSc programs in these areas, and the students who are interested in sciences, they can take courses at the MSc level if they're once they come to the 3rd year onwards for their electives. Under their electives category, they can take courses there. Not only that, we have ISER nearby. So we have an arrangement with ISER Tirupati that you can go take courses there and transfer credits from there to here, and their students can come and take courses there, here, and transfer the credits there. And then we have a very strong humanities and social sciences program also. All of you have to do at least 4 HSS courses as a part of your B.Tech program. But they have a very active research program also. We have faculty in philosophy, faculty in English, literature, and then in economics, finance, organizational behavior, and so on. Yeah, next. So this is the current student strength. We have over 1,400 students, about 15 students. So this year we are admitting 238 students into the institute. Actual numbers will be based on actually who will join, but it will be more than 230 definitely. And you will see that we have a very strong postgraduate program also. If you see the numbers of the M.Techs and but by the way, in the humanities program, we also started a master's in public policy. Okay, so students want to do some courses related to policy. Again, from the third, fourth year, they can start taking those courses. And as I told you, we have an MSc program, masters of this, and you'll see we have a high presence of a high proportion of PhD students, 227 students. So almost out of our, this is more than 20% of students are PhD students. And another important thing with IIT Tirupati is we have had a high percentage of female students from day one. Even in the first year, when we started IIT Tirupati, we had about 17% girls, which at those days, when I'm talking about 2015, when all other IITs, the average percentage of female students was 10%. And that percentage consistently continued. And of course, from 2017, we started supernumerary seats to make, to ensure that at least 20% of the students admitted to the IITs are female students. But even in 2017 and 18, we started in 2018, supernumerary seats. I think 18, 19, 20, right? 19, 20, 21. Yeah, 2019, we started supernumerary seats. And in the first 2 years, we hardly had to bring in any extra supernumerary students because 14%, 17%. And then 21, when it became 20%, that's when we started having to put in more supernumerary seats. So we have had a high proportion of girls in the institute, and for some reason we have been they've been choosing IIT Tirupati. Next. So the faculty, we have again among all the third generation IITs, we have the highest number of faculty members. We have 108 faculty members on rolls now, 104 full-time regular faculty members, and 4 faculty members who are here on Inspire. They're full-time with us, but they are under the Inspire Fellowship. But they are, for all practical purposes, we treat them as regular faculty members. We will be adding another, in the next 3-4 months, we probably will be adding at least another 10 to 15 faculty members to our roles. We are starting the interview process for that very soon. So we have a sanctioned strength of 120 now. You know, one of the biggest challenges that every institution has is a large number of vacant faculty positions. Whereas in IIT Tirupati, we have been able to attract a lot of good faculty members. In fact, nearly about 20 faculty members have moved from other IITs, including some first generation IITs like Bombay, Kharagpur, and Guwahati to IIT Tirupati. Next. Okay. So initially, when we started off, one of the reasons why we could lay a very strong foundation to the institute was we brought in 6 very senior professors from 2 of them from IIT Madras, Professor Deshmukh and Professor Natarajan, and then 3 of them, sorry, and Professor Krishnaya, who was the dean of who's on the call today, who was the dean of academic research at IIT Madras, and actually he was a person who was and all of them have acted as deans at the institute and laid a very strong foundation in all our programs, whether it's for academic research or administration. And then we have Professor Kishore, who is still associated with us, continues to teach here in the mechanical engineering department, and Professor Raghavendra, again a very senior professor at from IIT Madras. I'm sorry, IIT Kanpur. And then Professor C.P. Rao, who was a chair professor at IIT Bombay, and again he continues to be with us. So among these, almost half of them, Professor Deshmukh, Professor Kishore, and Professor C.P. Rao, still are continuing to guide us in setting up our institute. Next. And the others are also always available to guide us. Chemical engineering department, though it started in 2018, has grown very fast. We have very senior professors, a couple of them. Professor Shashi Guma, who moved here from IIT Guwahati, he was a full professor there. And then Professor Professor Raghavarao, sorry. He was a former director of Central Food Technology Research Institute in Mysore. You know, food technology is one area we have institute is focusing on, and we were fortunate to get him. The head of the department is Dr. Sunil Kumar, who is a PhD from University of Notre Dame, one of the top universities for chemical engineering, and a B.Tech from IIT Madras, and so on. So you'll see all of them are Every one of them has a PhD from one of the top institutions, whether in India or abroad, and almost 70+% of the faculty members have had international exposure. If they did the B.Tech, if they did a PhD from India, many of them have gone abroad, done postdoctoral stints, and come back and joined us. So that way, we have very strong international exposure among all our faculty members. Next. Yeah, so these are all our chemical engineering. Just to give you an idea, Uday Kumar Sukumar, for example, the PhD from IIT Roorkee, then he was a postdoc at Stanford University before he came back. Shamik Mishra, again, PhD from IIT Bombay. He was a postdoc of University of Wisconsin and then Yale University and so on. Next. Yeah, chemistry, again, a very strong group guided by Professor Pularao. As I told you, he was a former chair professor and he's a Jane Bose Fellow, National Fellow at the national level. And we have, so under his guidance, the department is really growing well. We have faculty members in all areas of chemistry, whether it is physical chemistry, theoretical chemistry, organic and inorganic chemistry. Yeah, next. Yeah, so so that's the chemistry. Civil engineering again has been growing very strongly. This is the head of the department is Professor Krishna Prapurna, who was earlier a faculty member at IIT Kharagpur. Before that, he got his PhD from Arizona State University. He works in the area of materials. So all areas of civil engineering is covered, whether it's structural engineering, soil mechanics and geotechnical engineering, environmental engineering. Actually, the department is called Civil and Environmental Engineering. And then water resources and hydraulics and water resources and transportation. Yeah, next. Yeah, so we have senior people again, for example, Professor Suresh Jain. He is an expert in air pollution. He's a professor. And then Professor Murli Krishna, once again, he moved here from IIT Guwahati, professor of geotechnical engineering. He's also Dean Planning and Infrastructure. Next. Yeah, computer science. Again, we have a good group of faculty in computer science led by Dr. Venkatramana Badarla. Venkatramana Badarla was earlier at IIT Jodhpur before he moved here. And then we have faculty again covering various areas of computer science, theoretical computer science, systems, and so on. Yeah, next. Yeah. And then electrical engineering, again, we had recently Professor M.V. Karthikeyan, who is shown as a professor there. He was a professor, senior professor at IIT BHU IIT Roorkee is a PhD from IIT BHU. Before he moved here, but then just a couple of weeks back, he got appointed as the director of IIIT at Kanchipuram, IIIT DM at Kanchipuram. So, you know, our faculty members are also now starting to take leadership positions at other institutions. So he's just moved recently. And the head of the department is Dr. N.N. Murthy. You know, earlier he was at IIT Bhubaneswar before he moved here. Again, we have people in all areas of electrical engineering, whether it's communication, signal processing, microelectronics, power systems, and so on. Next. So this is, go back, an RF microwave. Recently, we started this year an M.Tech program in RF microwave. Earlier, we had an M.Tech program in signal processing and communication, another M.Tech program in microelectronics. So the third M.Tech program in electrical engineering has been started. So I'm just telling you all this because when you get to a higher, you know, when you get to your third year, fourth year, you can, in addition to B.Tech electives, you can start taking even M.Tech electives. Next. Humanities, again, I told you, we have a strong team. Professor Raghuram Raju, a senior professor in philosophy. He's a well-known professor all over the country. He was earlier at the University of Hyderabad. So he's here with us guiding the department. The head of the department is Dr. Rahul Sirohi, who is an economist. He's PhD from University of Illinois Urbana. And then so we have faculty members, 2 faculty members in philosophy, 2 faculty members in economics. And then in literature and English, we have 3 faculty members. Then in organizational behavior, Vanit Kashyap, Saranya Kshatriya in finance, and then Dr. Sanjay Nath in the area of public policy. Yeah, next. Yeah, so both Vibhuti and Shailendra Kumar Singh, they both work in the area of English literature. Next. Mathematics and statistics. Actually, the department is called Mathematics and Statistics. We're trying to give a strong emphasis to statistics also, because today, when you're talking about data science, AI, ML, all these areas are grounded in statistics. So our MSc program is Mathematics and Statistics. So we have faculty members in these various areas. The head of the department here is Dr. Panchachram Mariappan. He works in the area of numerical methods and so on. Yeah, so we have about nearly 10 faculty members in mathematics. Yeah, so that's the team. You can see all of them are PhDs from top places. For example, Indiana is a very top place for mathematics, the PhD from them. Mechanical engineering, the head of the department is Dr. Madan Mohan Awalpati. He's a PhD from ISC Bangalore. Earlier was a postdoc in UK at Warwick and so on. And we have senior people there. Again, Professor Kishore, former professor at IIT Kanpur, head of the department of mechanical at IIT Kanpur. He continues to guide us. And then we have senior professors like Anil Kumar and others. So again, all areas of mechanical, we're becoming very strong in manufacturing, additive manufacturing, 3D printing, all these areas, and so on. Next. Yeah, so these are all our mechanical engineering faculty. For example, Dr. Muthu Kumar, who you see at the bottom there, he's just joined us. From IIT Guwahati again, right? Yeah. Next. Again, physics, we have a strong faculty team in various areas of physics, but mainly in the area of AMO, sciences and technologies, atomic, molecular, and optical sciences and technologies. And in the area of condensed matter physics, we have people also who work in high energy physics and so on. The other advantage, as I told you earlier, since we have ISER next door, we do a lot of things together with them. So we have a very strong science foundation between our two institutions. Next. Okay, so these are all the various faculty members in physics. And then we have two professors of practice. These are people who have a very large experience in the industry and in the government, who come and advise our faculty members and students on industry connect, how to work closely with industry, open up doors. For example, VR Ganeshan, he's a B.Tech from IIT Madras and M.Tech from IIT Kanpur. He was just recently retired as the head of advanced engineering at Daimler Trucks Asia. He was also, just before he retired, actually, he was Daimler and Mitsubishi have a tie-up, not Mitsubishi, Daimler and, one of the Japanese car companies. So he was associated with them for about 3 years, heading the design team there. So he gives us a lot of connect with the automobile industry. You know, now EVs and all that are the rage. And then we have Lieutenant General Anil Kapoor, who retired as the Director General of Information Systems, the top man in the Army for information systems, and then also for electronics and mechanical engineering. So he's here giving us a lot of connects with the defense sector. You know, we have this Atmanirbhar initiative that our Prime Minister has been strongly advocating and pushing. So a lot of defense production capability is getting a lot of defense manufacturing is going to happen in India. So we want to play a major role in that. Next. Yeah, we have very active research and consultancy. We have about 105 sponsored research projects, adding up to 150 crores. And then our faculty are also very active in consultancy. So it shows that we have a strong industry connect. Our faculty are sought after by the industry for their advice that they require in all departments. Next. We are having partnerships with a number of institutions across the world. What I'm showing here is only the MOU with whom we signed. We are very particular with whom we signed MOUs, but doesn't mean that we are not working with other institutions. We work with maybe 30, 40 other institutions internationally. But these are the institutions with where we have MOU. Texas A&M, very strong relationship, especially in mechanical and manufacturing. University of Calgary, Canada, again, we have had our students going there in water, environment, and so on. Dalhousie University, Canada, again, their vice president, I mean, their president and vice chancellor and their vice presidents and others were at our institute last week because of the strong relationship that is emerging between our institutions, where we're doing joint research projects, student exchange programs, and so on. And then University of Agder in Norway, again, we are conducting some joint programs with them. But we're also plugged into, there are a number of these networks, DAD in Germany, Shastri Indo-Canadian Institute, for example, Shastri Indo-Canadian Institute Executive Director, Dr. Prachi Kaur, she was at our institute last week. Then Heritage Network in Europe. Is it Heritage Network mainly France or all over Europe? All over Europe, right? And then the IIT Finnish Consortium and IIT FGL is that's yeah. So that's a Finland consortium. So we are plugged into this consortium along with the other IITs on doing a lot of initiatives along with them, whether it's on research, internships, student exchanges, and so on. Next. We've also have the National Innovation Hub, Technology Innovation Hub, and Positioning and Precision Technologies. This is an 100 crores initiative that the Department of Science and Technology has funded at IIT Tirupati. And we have a Center for Atomic Molecular Sciences and Technology along with ICER. This includes quantum technologies, where we are, there's a big quantum mission government is going to be rolling out. We are ready to be a major partner, play a major role in this mission. And we have MOUs with almost all the leading CSR and other labs for student and faculty exchange, internships, joint research collaborations. And we're also setting up 2 more centers right now, along with ICER, on energy storage and food technology and precision agriculture. All these involve AI, all these involve a strong foundation in areas like AI, ML, data management, and all these things. So you may be wondering why we're not talking about AI, ML, and this thing, which is what is the flavor of the day, but we are quite strong in all these areas, and what we're putting here is only the application areas. Next. Okay, location wise, now we have students in the institute from 22 different states. And how do you access the institute? We are extremely well connected. If you look at, compared to most institutions, I think our connectivity is very good. For example, the Tirupati, the site for the permanent campus is at this place called Erpedu. Now, we are from the center of Tirupati town, we are about 25 kilometers from Tirupati railway station and bus stand and so on. But that's not the right way to reach us. The way to reach us is from Renugunta railway junction. Renugunta railway junction is a very busy railway junction with trains to every part of the country. We have trains from there. There are about 70 express trains which go through Renugunta railway station junction. We have trains going south to Chennai, Trivandrum, Coimbatore, everywhere. And then we have trains going north to Delhi, east to Howrah, west to Bangalore, and then you go to northwest to Mumbai, Ahmedabad, you name it. Every major place is connected by train to Renugunta Junction. And Renugunta Junction is just 14 kilometers from our campus. Tirupati Airport is just 13 kilometers from the campus. And the highway is going through the highway that connects from the airport and the railway station to the institute is right now a 2-lane national highway. It's becoming 6-lane. The construction is in full swing. Another year it will be completed. Once that highway is completed, actually, because the roads are being realigned, the airport will be probably only about 10 or 11 kilometers from the campus. And we are very close to this major temple town of Kalahasti, Sri Kalahasti, one of the leading top 5 Shiva temples in the country. Actually, you can see the temple from our campus. Though it is about 13 kilometers away, we are at a higher elevation. Our campus is at a higher elevation, and the Kalahasti temple Gopuram is visible from our campus. So that way, and of course, Tirumala, everyone knows about the Tirumala temple nearby. So that way, we're very blessed in terms of the location. And the ISER Tirupati campus is in the same road as our campus, just 3 kilometers further down. Again, we can very clearly see, because we are at a higher elevation compared to them, we can see their campus from our campus. So that way we have excellent connectivity to the institute to reach, many IITs have challenge of connectivity. If you go to IIT Hyderabad, maybe the airport is 50 kilometers away, nearest railway station is 35 kilometers away. You go to or even Kharagpur, because you have good railway connectivity, but then if you take a flight, you need 2.5 hours of travel to reach there. So that way we have very good connectivity. Next. Yeah. So we started off from this temporary campus facility in 2015, August, when we started our academic programs. We had set up very quickly, modified the whole building, set up our labs, our classrooms, and library, and so on. And we functioned, just go back. We functioned out of this building from 2015 up to July of 2022. We completely wound up operations from here. This was a private engineering college building that we hired. We handed it back to them. And so we are 100% now operating from the permanent campus. So this is, though we, as I told you earlier, students have been living in the permanent campus since 2018. Classes are happening in the permanent campus from 2019, but our administration and faculty offices were still there. But that's all history now. Now you will come here, the campus is full-fledged in all respects. Next. We are blessed to have a beautiful site that the government of AP has offered us to set up our campus, a 548-acre campus. And the backdrop of our campus is a reserve forest. So we are an extension of a reserve forest. And we are bound between a reserve forest and the national highway. So first thing we did, as soon as the land was identified, was to do an ecology management, an ecology study of the campus. We commissioned in 2016 ecology management thing. We hired an ecology company which came for 4 months, studied the full flora, fauna, water bodies, and the surrounding areas of the campus. And we use that as a basis for building, planning our campus, our master plan. We said we need to create minimal impact or damage to the existing ecosystem. You cannot do without damage, obviously, when you're building facilities and so on, but how do we minimize our impact? So if you look at this, we have a full document on this. We have about more than 200 bird species that visit our campus. We have all the, very varied flora and fauna, starting from grasses to angiosperms to trees and so on. And we intend to protect all this. And as we build, and even the water bodies, when it rains on the mountains, the water that flows, the streams that have been formed geologically over millions of years, we retain them as it is and built around them rather than modifying them and changing based on our convenience. Next. So this is the master plan of the campus. We've done a master plan for 12,000 students. Okay, so as we grow, maybe we'll, to give you a reference, the first generation IITs are now at 12,000 students. And it has taken them 60 to 70 years to get there, nearly 65 to 70 years to get to a 12,000 student level. We think, given the learnings we have from these various, our senior institutions, we have incorporated a lot of the learnings that we have had from how they have built the campus in the way we built our campus. And we think that in 30 to 40 years, we will get there to a 12,000 student campus. But what we are immediately built already is a campus enough for 1,500 students. And by another 3 years, it will be 2,500 students. So that is the basic funding the government of India is giving us in creating this 2,500 student campus immediately. After that, we keep growing. And we, as I told, we have done the full plan as we grow, where we build our new academic buildings, where we build our housing, where we build our sports facilities, and all that has been planned right now so that the institute grows in a very orderly and planned way. Next. Yeah, so this is what I've already talked about it. We are highly focused on building a sustainable campus. Next, with smart infrastructure. So this is the first, what we call stage 1A campus that we completed in 2018. Very quickly used a number of new technologies that are environment friendly, like glass fiber reinforced gypsum panel technology, and also could be built fast, prefab technology. So we built hostels for about 800 students, couple of large lab buildings to house civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, workshop labs, and also a dining facility, and then another facility for classrooms, and then sports facilities. We have an indoor sports facility. I'll explain this a little bit more. Next. So this was the campus. Again, this picture is a little old. Now it looks much more green, flowers all over the place. This was what was built in 2018. Yeah, next. So we have very good sports facilities. We have an indoor stadium with 4 very nice shuttle courts, a gym, full-fledged gym, TT rooms, and so on. Then we have a 400-meter stadium with a running track, with a football ground, and then tennis courts, 1.5 tennis courts. There is 1 full tennis court with a half practice court, basketball court, couple of volleyball courts, and so on. And we are increasing these facilities in the next stage of the campus, which I'll show you later on. The next. So these are various technologies we have incorporated. I'll talk about it later on to the students. Yeah, next. And we have won a number of awards for our practices, sustainable practices. Griha is a national council which helps in creating sustainable buildings in the campus, and we've been awarded the Griha Council Award for demonstration of sustainable building technologies. We got the HUDCO Award for sustainable construction. In our first year of operation, we were ranked number 6. There were about 3,500 institutions which applied for this, and we got the 6th place in the country. Next. So we set up, as I told you, by 2018, we set up a lot of labs, and we were all ready. So these are some of the labs we had set up. We are adding 50 more labs. In the next 4 or 5 months, 50 more labs are going to be fully up and running. Next. Electrical engineering laboratory that we had here in the South Campus. Next. Mechanical engineering lab. Yeah, next. The workshop that we have set up. Next. Yeah, and now we are what we call the stage 1C campus, which is the big campus that we are building. That earlier 1A campus that I talked about, South Campus, was in about 35 acres. But now we are building other buildings. Next. Yeah, so this is the aerial view of the campus as we have built it. As you see, we are creating 2 large lakes. We have the highway, and then as you enter the campus, you will have 2 large lakes on either side, about 10 acres. This 2 lakes will capture the runoff water from the mountains and take care of about 4 months of our water supply for the campus. So that's so much less dependence on the outside sources. We are seeing how much we can minimize our dependence. So what you're seeing right in front of you are the academic buildings on the left side, or the residential buildings. And we have a beautiful mountain backdrop at the back. The lakes are right now emptied to complete the lining. Within the next 1 month, you will see both the lakes full of water. Next. Yeah. So the building on the left side is the administrative building, which is getting maybe another month, it will be ready. And then the building to its right is what we call Department Building 2, which has been operational since since this August. In fact, classes are going on there, faculty offices there. That building will also house our library and our data center. The building next to it, to its right, is the Department Building 1. Department Building 2, which I talked about earlier, will house, in addition to the library and the data center, the departments of electrical engineering, computer science and engineering, humanities and social science, and maths. The building next to that will house the other departments, civil, chemical, mechanical, chemistry, and physics. And the building next to that is the central instrumentation facility. It's a very big 85,000 square feet facility, which will house the highly sophisticated analytic equipment, whether it is the chromatographs, whether it is the electron microscopes, and these kinds of equipment. And at the background, you have the hostel, which I'll talk about a little bit more. Yeah, next. Yeah, so this is another view of these buildings. Next. Yeah, so this is the rendered architect's view. Once everything is completed, how they look. Next. Yeah, so these are the buildings. As I told you, the building on the bottom right is fully operational. It functions since 2008, since August. The last building to be, the building on the left bottom is the lecture hall complex, which will have about 30 classrooms. That is the last building to be completed. We are hoping it will be completed by January, February. Concrete structural work, construction, all buildings are over except the lecture hall building. In the middle portion, one more slab has to be cast. With that, all the structural work is completed. Only in some of these buildings, the interiors are pending. Next. Yeah, so this is our administrative building. As it looks now, we have a 100 feet flag hoisted there. As you enter the campus, this will be the first view of the campus. This is the view from the administrative building of the main entry that is being developed. Next. These are the hostels. The hostel at the bottom, you see the two pictures. It has been operational again since August. It houses 500 students. So earlier in South Campus, we have space for about 800 students. In the South Campus, we have double rooms and triple rooms. So 2 students in a room and 3 students. But when there's a little of a crunch, we put 3 students in a double room and 5 students in a triple room. But everyone will get a proper cot, a study table, and a cupboard. Okay, unlike in most first generation IITs, you go there, you'll be given, they put 2 students in a single room with only 1 cot and 1 study table. But here we will give you full-fledged all the furniture required for you to. But very soon, once the second hostel, another hostel is getting ready, it should be ready in a couple of months. Once that is there, then we will ease out the thing. We will give you 2 in double room and 3 in a triple room. Okay, as it is meant. So first year you will stay in the South Campus. The pictures you're seeing here are in the main campus, where we're building another 1,000 rooms. 500 rooms completed and occupied. Another 500 rooms are under occupied, are stage-wise they're getting occupied. Next. Yeah, this is the residential part of the campus. We have built 168 apartments. So almost 85% of my faculty and staff have been provided housing on campus. And already out of the 8 apartment blocks, 6 have been occupied. 2 more by the end of this month, they'll get occupied. The one at the bottom is our guest house that is getting ready, a 20-room guest house. Yeah, and behind that you see the director's office. Now, all of you are concerned about placements. This is the first question people ask. So just to give you an idea, I'm not going to entertain any more questions on placement in this presentation when we have later on interaction. We will talk about placements after you sit down, come here, finish your first 2 years. 3rd year onwards, we can start talking about placement. But just to give an idea, we have had a very good placement record with almost 85 to 90% of students placed. And last year's placement has been excellent. But then these are all depends on market conditions and so on. Next. And we have all sorts of companies starting from Amazon onwards coming and picking up our students and also very good internships. After your 3rd year, you have to go for your internship. All these companies have also been giving internships for these companies. There are also a lot of core companies and IT consulting companies that have been coming and hiring our students. Next. Yeah, we have a very vibrant campus life, which my colleagues will be talking about later on when they make this. There are many clubs, 15 plus student clubs on campus. We have a very active Speak McKay chapter here, where a lot of some of the topmost classical performers from the country have been coming and performing on campus. active, for example, photography and film club. Then they have the annual festival called Tirutsva. It's a techno cultural festival. So it is quite a vibe. They have an adventure club going for trekking. We have a number of trekking places nearby and so on. So you'll find that you'll be quite busy inside the class and outside the class. Next. Yeah. So thank you. Just a quick overview of the campus. And what we are doing is this first week, once the orientation, once you get your seats, we thought that you need time to pack up, come here, book your tickets, all those things. So we will start the orientation initially online. So it gives you time. And also our second hostel, that 500, I said 500 student hostel is ready. The second 500 student hostel was a little delayed. So we needed the extra 1 week also to make this transition so that when you come here, things are comfortable. That's why we thought we will do this online in the beginning, and then we will get you all into the campus as soon as possible. So the whole week, they have a series of events that the academic team has put together for you to sensitize about the institute, the various departments, various sections, various rules and procedures, and so on, and various activities. So please, I request all of you to actually participate in this, so that when you come here, you're fully familiar and you get started off on your classes very fast. Because of the COVID situation, luckily things are under control now. Last 2 years have been a great challenge. And so there's been a delay. So your semesters are going to, your vacations are not going to be as liberal as the vacations for the senior students, because normally in December we have nearly a month vacation, 3 to 4 weeks. And in summer we already have, we have 2.5 to 3 months vacation. But you people probably in December, you may have only about 10, after the first semester, you may have only in March about 10 days or so break, and then summer you may just get about 3 weeks. You may get instead of 2.5 months. But that's the situation that we are in, and we try to so that we get you back onto the regular academic schedule as soon as possible by your second year. So it's going to be a little tight, but we'll make it happen. You will not lose much because of this. So all the best, and looking forward to seeing you all on campus as soon as possible. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you for addressing the students. So now, like to welcome or request our General Secretary, Student General Secretary, Mr. Rohit, to talk about the student executive wing.
So, good morning all. First of all, good morning to all the dignitaries over here, and to all the parents and all the students over there. So, first of all, myself Rohit Raj. I'm presently the Student General Secretary of IIT Tirupati. I'm presently pursuing mechanical engineering, my final year mechanical engineering. So, coming to the first of all, I would like to congratulate all of you for getting into the IIT. I know the hard work that you have gone through and the effort that you have put in for this. Congratulate all the students for this, and also welcome you all to the new phase of a life that you're going to come in. That's called the college life. So the college life is pretty like in simple terms, we can just simply say it's a subset of the real life that's outside there. So you'll be experiencing many things over here. You'll be experiencing many emotions, and you'll be interacting with many people over there, and you'll be knowing about many things. You'll be transformed into a completely different man once you start your college life. You'll be knowing everything. So coming to the life in IIT Tirupati. So here in this, we have a student executive wing, which will be having, which is consisting of 13 different secretaries. So we have academic affairs secretary, technical affairs secretary, cultural secretary, and many other different secretaries. So we'll have an interaction session with all those secretaries and all the clubs once you're here. So here in IIT Tirupati, we have 16 different clubs. So each and every clubs like trekking club we have, and we have an oratory club, we have an digital wizards club, that's the coding club, we have an robotic club, we have the dancing club, we have the Sargam club. So likewise, we have 16 different clubs. We'll have a club orientation program once you're here. So we'll be also having the annual techno cultural fest. So every year it's a fest of IIT Tirupati. It's an biggest event that the IIT Tirupati does. So, and those are all the clubs and the events that we are going to do every year. So I would like to congratulate all the students once again. So I'd like to say you one thing, always be positive in all your life. And also, I would like to say you guys one thing, what my father told when I was coming to IIT Tirupati. He told me that life is not a cakewalk for you, but you have to make it all the situations in your life as a cakewalk. That means, like, I didn't understand what he was telling, but he told me that you may have the difficult situations in life, but you have to make it easy for you, comfortable to you, and you have to pass through the situation. So guys, I'll tell you all the same. So be positive in all your life, in all the situations you're in. So have the positive attitude with yourself. Interact with the students, interact with the seniors, because those are the people who are guiding you. So it will help you guys. Interaction is the best thing. Never sit in the room. Just come outside. We will be having numerous of events over there every day, and every week we'll be having many other events connected by all the executive wing. So we have many different aspects also. So we'll be having the GCU, that's the guidance and counseling unit, which will be taking care of the well-being of a student. So, and also we'll be having a career and development center, which will be taking care of all the career related activities of the students. So those are all the things about IIT Tirupati. And I'd like to tell you one best thing that I have learned in this institute is a great professor told me that always have a habit of asking why. So always make a habit of asking why for everything, so that you'll be a good engineer by that. So I'd like to request all the students to have an active participation once you're here. So we'll be having all the interaction sessions, and we'll be having all the club orientations once you're here. So I'd like to thanks for giving me this opportunity, and hope you all, I wish you all the best for your future. So I'm happy to hear from you guys. So we have some of the students from your side, from your batchmates, who will be speaking with us right now. So may I please have Snowhit. Sonit, please unmute yourself and you can speak up.
Sir. Hello, sir.
He's speaking, actually, we are not able to.
Hello, sir. Is it audible, sir?
Yes, very much. Please go ahead.
Good morning to one and all. I am MV Sonit. Joined B.Tech Science program at IIT Tirupati. As a freshman, I wish we could adapt to new technologies and innovations in education systems quickly. We all expect teaching and learning process, state-of-art infrastructure and equipment, library resources, sports and games, and hygienic hostel facilities. I strongly believe that all experienced faculty help us to reach our goals and aspirations, and we definitely reach new milestones in our life which help us and the society. I expect IIT Tirupati can transform us completely in terms of characters, knowledge, skills, and personality after 4 fruitful years on campus. Just like you, I am eagerly waiting to meet all professors and students of my batch. Thank you for giving me opportunity to speak on such an auspicious day.
Thank you, Sonit.
Thank you.
Where are you joining us from? Where are you speaking from?
Tirupati, sir.
Oh, you're from Tirupati.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Next.
So next we have Akshita.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning.
We can hear you.
Yes. Can I speak, sir?
Yeah, please go ahead.
My name is K. Akshita and I'm going to take civil engineering in IIT Tirupati. I'm eagerly waiting to come to the campus and explore it. A little bit nervous to talk in front of all of you, but thank you for giving me this opportunity, sir.
Very good. Where are you joining us from?
I'm from Anantapur, sir,
Oh, you're calling us from Anand.
Andhra Pradesh.
Yeah, next.
Thank you, sir.
So we'll be having Ikshita.
Yes.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, we can hear you, Ikshita. Please go ahead. Morning. Ikshita, one second. Your voice is not clear. Maybe you're bit closer to the mic. Are you using a headphones and mic? You know, your voice is not coming out clearly on the audio. Are you using headphone and mic? Use your computer's microphone otherwise.
I think we'll come back to her. She logged out. Maybe we'll go to the next student and then once she joins, we can answer.
Yes. Next we have Sharon Sriram.
Hello, is this audible?
Yes.
Morning. Yeah, good morning, one and all. This is Sharan from the Electrical Engineering Department. I'm glad to be in this meet along with my fellow JE aspirants and IITians and beloved General Secretary, Mr. Rohit. So being a freshman at IIT, I aspired to use the resources provided by the institute judiciously and cater them to my overall development. And being new to the hostel life, I hope that I'll nurture myself to sort out my stuff independently and also have fun with my batchmates and seniors. So I hope the institute will make a better version of myself than the existing self. So yeah, looking forward to meet my professors, my batchmates and seniors. And thank you, everyone.
Welcome.
So next we have Jayanti. Okay, can we have Jayanti?
Maybe she's.
Oh, maybe Ikshita. Yeah, Ikshita. So yeah, Ikshita, I guess are you ready?
Yes, sir.
You have two devices in the thing. One of them has to be muted. We're getting an echo. If anyone else wants to speak.
Yeah, if anyone else wants to speak, can please come forward.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi.
Morning.
Sir, I'm P. Snehita from Vijayawada.
Morning. We can hear you clearly.
Yes, sir. I'm very excited to come to the campus and to use all the resources in the campus. And I'm very excited to learn each and everything from the campus in these 4 years. And I wish these days would become the best days of my life. Thanks for giving this opportunity to me, sir.
Welcome.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning to everyone. My name is Sanay Gupta, and if you may kindly allow me, I would like to. I would have a couple of questions to ask, please.
We'll have an interactive session later on. This is just an aspirations on your this thing about joining IIT.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay, sir.
We'll have an interactive session later.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah.
Sir, I'm quite excited and I'm looking for an entirely new phase of my life. I am really excited for all the opportunities the campus and the faculty members present. Also, I am particularly excited about the research facilities which are being given, and I'm thankful to the campus for it.
Good.
So, thank you all for your interaction with us. So, we'll continue with this session.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you all. So like we mentioned, there would be an interactive session where if you have some questions, you would be able to ask. We are a little behind schedule, so we're gonna stop this session here. And I request our Dean of Students, Dr. Venkaya, to give the vote of thanks.
Yeah, a very good morning to you all. So at the outset, my hearty congratulations to all the students, the teachers, proud parents for bagging the admission into IIT Tirupati, in spite of all the odds that you have faced during the COVID pandemic. I also join our director and my colleagues in welcoming the students to IIT Tirupati. So before I propose my vote of thanks, let me share some of my quick thoughts. So being a new institute, the students may be having some apprehensions. So our director, our director's address must have cleared most of your doubts or apprehensions, whatever you may have about the institute, the facilities, all that. I supplement a few things to what our director has already talked about. So being a new institute, you have several advantages, like the students' numbers are small basically. As a result, you will have very good attention from all of us in terms of your academic matters, in terms of your non-academic fronts, all that. So that way you are you will have very comfortable time, and all the laboratories are equipped with brand new equipments, machines, all that, so that you will get best out of the facilities that are available here. And the buildings, be it academic buildings or the hostels, they are all quite new with all the essential facilities. And see, whenever we are in the process of procuring, we have already set up all the essential labs with all the required equipment, but we are in the process of procuring and adding to the existing facilities. So in this process you will get to know the how a particular machine is getting installed, how it is commissioned. So all those details also students will be able to witness. And even civil engineering students, a lot of construction activities are going on in the campus. So the students will get apart from their theoretical knowledge, practically they can go and witness all the construction activities, so that they will get all the much needed practical exposure. So apart from that, so that is on the front of the college. As our Professor Sashidhar, who is Dean Academic Affairs, and his team will be taking care of the academic matters of the students. Myself and my team, including various wardens, the faculty advisors for various domains like technical, cultural, guidance and counseling unit, placement, and so on and so forth. We are all here to take care of your non-academic matters, basically. And we'll come back on the details, further details on the non-academic matters like your sports, medical facilities, all that, various clubs, all that. I'll come back with a different session as part of the orientation program. So A word of caution from my side. Undoubtedly, the JEE is the toughest exam the students face, especially in the engineering side. So, while students have this dream of cracking the JEE and getting admission into premier institutes like IITs, so that is all fine. Now we have got into the IIT, but the word of caution is that as soon as you get into the campus, you feel that you have achieved everything in life, and there is nothing to achieve beyond this, all that. But the thing is, you have reached the the foothill or the base camp of your further achievements that you are dreaming of. So please be aware of that, and be cautious. See, thing is, the atmosphere where you have been brought up, the coaching centers, all that, the rigor will be on the academics in those institutes. Always you will be studying, and all the time you will be focusing on your studies. But here, you will be given all the freedom. Not only the studies, you will have to develop all-round or well-rounded personality in your life. So that's the reason we give all the freedom here, and you need to be careful about your time management, your studies, and all other things. So even though you get a lot of freedom, I suggest you all to be cautious and make best use of the facilities at IIT, and get the best benefits and progress through your life. So with that, I'll come to the my actual job here. That is the vote of thanks. So I thank Professor Seshidhar, Academic Affairs Dean, for his welcome address. I also thank our beloved director for kindly gracing this occasion and addressing all of you, and sharing the comprehensive information, including the IIT system, the faculty of various departments, campus transport connectivity, campus construction, the institute facilities, the sustainable technologies being implemented at the institute, all those things. I also thank our students' General Secretary, Rohit, for his, for sharing his experiences as a student of IIT Tirupati. I also thank our entire academic staff for meticulously planning and executing this orientation program to its perfection. Finally, I thank all the staff, faculty, students, and parents for attending this orientation program. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Venkaya. So we'll close the first session in the orientation program now. So since we are running a little behind schedule, we thought we'll have a short break in between, but since we are running behind schedule, we'll however continue with the program, and we'll have an interactive session with the parents, and we can have any questions or concerns you might have. We'll be happy to answer them. So should we open the floor?
Yeah, good morning, sir. This is Rajneesh. Am I audible, sir?
Just 1 second. Yeah, so we'll have to put some structure to this. So we request you to, ask the question, introduce yourself, tell your ward's name, and then please be brief with your question so that the others also get a chance, right? So yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Morning.
Sir, I'm Rajneesh. My son got admission in computer science program, and thank you so much for giving insight to the lot of things which are done in Tirupati, and we are proud parents that our child is getting admitted in IIT Tirupati. Sir, my question is, during your presentation, you have shown that there are 9 faculty members in computer science program, whereas in all other programs, the number of faculty is very high, comparatively high. So, is it? Do you have any plan to bridge this gap and any stopgap arrangement? Thank you so much.
So you'll not only in IIT Tirupati, you will find in every institution. Even if you look at the second generation IITs, you go please check the number of faculty members in computer science. I think we have as much as in second generation IITs, even more than in some second generation IITs. The computer science department is not very easy because we have very high standards on whom we select as a faculty member. We just to fill up the faculty positions, we don't take people because here they have to have a very good PhD, they have to have a good experience, they should have a good potential as a teacher and so on. So relatively, if you see, the computer science team at IIT Tirupati is pretty strong. Okay, what you're saying is related to other departments. We have a little smaller number, so we are very focused on it. We are working with we are trying to bring in as many faculty members, and we also bringing a lot of guest faculty to teach courses. Now, one of the models, because industry is paying so high that even people who do PhD get grabbed by the industry. So we are trying to people in the industry also start teaching. So that is all we are making all efforts to find the right faculty members.
Sorry, sir, we missed last few sentences. If you can repeat, sir, there was a little bit of.
What I'm saying is, yes, we are very conscious about this. We are making our best efforts to bring in more faculty members in computer science. But this gap, we are working with getting people who are PhDs and who are in the industry to come and take some of the courses in the institute, so that we also get people with experience in the industry to teach. But at the same time, we are making all effort to add more faculty members in computer science. But we will not bring in full-time faculty members unless we are very confident that they're very good. But I don't think the students will suffer in terms of coursework and so on. We have made arrangements to bring in an adequate number of faculty members as a guest faculty members if required.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving insight.
Yeah. So, there were a couple of questions online. Someone was asking whether mechanical engineering students need laptop. All students need laptop, right? All students will need either a desktop computer or a laptop computer. Today, with the way the teaching is going on, a lot of teaching is happening in the hybrid mode and so on. So please plan on getting yourself equipped with a reasonably good. You don't need a very high-end system, but we have computer labs and all that if you need to do high-end computing. But it is absolutely essential in today's world that every student has a computer. Someone is asking where do we have to come for reporting temporary campus or permanent campus? As I've already explained, we have no temporary campus now. We have wound up our temporary campus in July. There is only one campus, which is the permanent campus at Airpedu. So all of you will have to report at Airpedu and not temporary campus.
They're sending a welcome email today after this session.
So they will be sending our hostel, the hostel management team will be sending you all details on how to reach here from the airport, from the station, from the bus stand. We'll probably make some, when we have a big group of students coming, we'll also probably make some arrangement for transport from these places. All those details will be shared with you by my colleagues. When are we asking them to report? From 5th onwards, right? 5th and 6th. Yeah.
Sir, a small request, sir. Rajesh, again, sorry, I am asking a second question. Sir, we are coming from Punjab and
yeah. So we lost you. You're saying you're coming from Punjab.
So just wanted to, sir, a small session. What are the things which are essential to be brought along with the student, and what are the facilities which we can have there, and what are the things which a small session can be, do's and don'ts.
They have a session. Yes, we have a session where all this will be, they'll also be sending a mail. They're having separate, I don't know if you got the full program for the schedule for this week. We have separate sessions to address all these issues. But basically, we will be providing a cot and a study table and all that. You have to get a mattress yourself, which will be, there are shops There's an arrangement with the shop here for you to come and buy your mattress here. You need not bring it all the way from Punjab, your bucket, your mug, all those things. We have an on-campus shop from where you can get, or if you want to go to Tirupati and buy, you can do that. So you basically need to bring your clothing and bed sheets and pillow covers and these kinds of stuff. Rest of it, you can get them here.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Sir, can we arrive on 7th?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, can we arrive on 7th, sir? 7th November.
7. So yeah. What is the reason you want to come on 7th? Is it a train issue or where are you coming from?
Telangana.
Telangana, so it's so close. Why on 7th? That I can understand someone is coming from Assam or Punjab and there are trains. Some of these trains only run on once a week or twice a week. They have a problem. But I would encourage you to come as soon as possible so that you settle down and get ready for classes which are starting on 9th.
Classes starting 9th.
Right?
We have certificate and biometric.
Yeah. So we have 7th, we have all these verifications. So I would encourage you to come early. If 7th is only possible, okay. But I would encourage you to come early.
Okay, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Sir, my name is Pratap Reddy, sir. My son got admission in B.Tech Electrical Engineering, sir.
Okay. By the way, you can ask a question in English or Hindi or Telugu. Okay. Any other language, I don't know whether we can handle. Tamil also I can handle. Malayalam, yeah, my chairperson of a council of audits is Malayalam here. So we can handle these languages. Yeah.
Okay, sir. I have a query regarding education loan, sir. Sir, is there any initiative from the institution side to facilitate education loans, sir?
Yes, we have a session completely on this, loans and scholarships, tomorrow at 11:45. Where they will explain the arrangements that we have for loans. We have tied up, there are a couple of few banks which will, through which you get this loan arrangement. So they'll give you details. They'll give you details tomorrow. Yeah, next.
Sir, is electric bicycle allowed, sir?
Pardon me?
Is electric bicycle allowed, sir? Electric bicycle.
Electric?
Electric cycle. To buy outside and to bring in the campus.
No. Okay, so students are not allowed to own and keep any powered vehicles on campus. Okay, only regular bicycles will be permitted. Again, if you want to get a bicycle, they will be making arrangement with the bicycle shops here, where after you arrive, they'll have a bicycle mela where you can choose your bicycle and buy it here. But no powered vehicle is permitted. With the students are not allowed to keep any powered vehicle in the campus.
Yes, sir.
Does this answer your question?
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. This is Devaraj from Tirupati only. Hello, sir. Is it audible?
Okay, well, we wait for others to come up. Someone says, how many people will share rooms in the hostel presently? As we told, as soon as you arrive, you may have 3 students sharing a double room and 5 students sharing a triple room, which all our senior students have done, and they have not found too much difficulty. In fact, when we gave single rooms to some of our students to move, they said they want to stay with their friends in these rooms only. But this is an arrangement for next 3-4 months. And once the new hostel is fully ready, you will get 2 people staying in a double room and 3 people staying in a triple room. So for about 3 months, you will have to use this arrangement of 3 people in a double room and 5 people in a triple room. But let me tell you, it's not bad. You have your own cot, you will have your own study table, you will have your own cupboard and everything.
Good morning, sir.
I see Ravi Shankar.
Good morning,
Ravi
sir.
Shankar is the new entrance.
Am I audible?
Okay, tell registrar will orientation program.
Am I audible, sir?
Is the new entrance to the campus finished? Well, the new entrance, the main entrance, if you're talking about that we are doing, that will take another couple of months. But the entrance that we have is very nice now. Which is we will be having eventually 4 entrances to the campus. 2 of the entrances on the residence for the South Campus entrance, where you will be staying, is been open since 2018, fully functional with all security, everything. The residential entrance also has been opened for a couple of months now. And the main entrance in front of the administrative building, that will take a couple of months.
Good morning, sir.
Vaccination dates mentioned in the medical certificate.
Am I audible, sir?
About the medical certificate.
I think we'll have a session tomorrow. This is about the vaccination dates that you're asking on the medical certificates that you have to bring. So we have a session on medical facilities tomorrow. Once our doctors are present, they would be able to answer the question. We'll make a note of this and we'll ask them to, answer the exact question. Okay. So someone says, I'm a Hindi medium student. What about English language problems? I'm too nervous about it. So when you come and join the institute, we will have an English test for everyone. Okay, that I think is on 9th morning.
Yeah.
Okay, 9th morning. And every student in the first semester has to do a language course, right? So those students, based on the test, if we find that they need a stronger English base, they take English. Okay, which will be both communication and writing and so on. The other students have the option of taking either German or Spanish or Japanese or Sanskrit. Okay, these are the languages that are offered. So there are a lot of Hindi-speaking students on the campus. We have students, as I told you, lot of students from Punjab to Delhi to Bihar, Jharkhand, all over the place. So you will have enough students, friends here, and you will be able to catch up soon. And use the opportunity of this English language course and other things to sing. So don't worry, we're there to help you.
Good morning,
dress
sir.
code on campus, as long as you're decently dressed, that's fine. We don't have any particular dress code regarding NSP, scholarship, student bona fide. Okay, these kinds of details, procedural details will be, they have sessions throughout the week.
They can publish NSP thing, they can email to admission whoever.
Yeah. So all
Good morning, sir.
email these kinds of questions to the academic section. I have a trade issue. Can I come on 8th? I'm coming from UP. Okay, if it is really a problem, yes, one student says they have a trains issue and they can come only on the 8th. Definitely 9th class will start. Only thing is we come on 8th, it will be a little bit of a rush and you will have to complete whatever procedure that we are doing it on 8th only we're doing all the procedures. 7th, right? Please send your mail, send a mail giving your challenges in coming so that they understand why you're coming late.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You will need a good laptop from first year onwards. Yes, we would strongly encourage you to get a good laptop.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, if you are going to bring your own bicycle, you're welcome to bring your cycle. What we're saying is, if you have a cycle and you want to bring it, please bring it. Otherwise, if you want, you can buy it here. Do I need a bicycle on the campus? Yes, it helps to have, because some of the classrooms are good sometimes, and the current dining facilities and all that. Of course, the people staying here, dining is not an issue in the South Campus. but it helps to have the bicycle. The campus is spread over a couple of kilometers. So it will help to have a bicycle, but not necessary, not compulsory. Foreign language.
Good morning, sir.
About bona fide secretary to apply for NSP.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Okay, they will talk about this. Can we keep electrical devices like kettle with us? No, I think this is power. It's a power issue. We have, campuses have had accidents and fires and all that because of this. So from that perspective, we don't permit students to have electrical kettles and stoves and so on in the campus.
Excuse me, sir. Good morning to you. I have one question.
They're creating a room where you can go a culinary thing with stove and other things. If you want to prepare something, you can go and do it there. But not in your room. Special classes of English for Hindi medium students, yes. How many present? Yes. Will we get a single room in your second year? You will get. Not in the first year.
Sir, is it allowed to change the stream after the first year?
Yeah. Hands there. Okay. So a lot of hands up. Varshita.
Ask to unmute.
There's a hand up, Varshita.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, good morning, sir.
Morning.
Actually, we are planning to come on 7th, sir, because there is a certificate verification on that day. So we are planning to come on that day, and we got the reservation for that day. So now I came to know that we have to come earlier. I mean, from 5th to 6th. That is difficult for us, sir. Shall we come on 7th day, sir?
Yeah, you can come on 7th. You're coming from where?
From West Godavari, Bhimavaram, sir.
West Godavari, Bhimavaram, how difficult it is?
Actually, we thought that.
I keep coming to Bhimavaram all the time.
Sir, actually, we planned to on that day we got the reservation because we have certificate verification physical report on 7th. That's why we thought like that, sir.
Please see if you can come a day or two earlier. Please try. We're not saying, okay, if you say only 7th I can come, only thing it'll be a rush for you. It'll be a little tension that you have to come, settle down and the same. You come on 5th and 6th, your child will be able to settle down, get to know his friends and go through the process. I can understand if people are coming from Bihar or Punjab or Assam having difficulty. Just go there, we should be able to make it work.
Okay, sir. But actually, we did not get the reservation, sir, because we got the reservation on that day. Okay, we are trying to come on be early, sir.
Please understand something.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
In fact, we are asking your people to report on 5th. This thing. All other IITs, after the results have been declared, they've asked them to report by 31st or even 27th, 28th. And
okay, sir. Okay, sir. We are mistaken, sir. Actually, we are mistaken, sir. Okay,
people coming from all over the country, they have to report by 27th, 28th. So actually, we've given you almost 10 days extra
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
time to do your planning. So please plan. I'm sure.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Not too far.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Rohan Ratan.
Sir, it is regarding NSP, sir. So today is last day to submit application, sir. So I have to be filling the student bona fide, and institute should be signing and sealing it, sir. It wasn't taking the form, so I just wrote my name, roll number, and photo and submitted, sir. Is it okay?
Yeah, I don't think you can answer.
Yeah, Rohan, you can just upload the JOSA allotment letter, and then the institute will have around a month for the verification, and then we would get it changed. Don't worry. That's what we were telling in the group also, WhatsApp group. You can please upload the JOSA seat allotment letter in the place of the bona fide.
Okay, sir.
Priyansh Singh.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. Just a question regarding that. Is it necessary to open an SBI bank account, or is it fine if we have a bank account associated with any other bank?
Do they compulsory have to have an SBI account, or they can have any other account?
No, it is preferable to have an SBI account, but we would not force you to have an SBI account. because we are operating from an SBI account, and even on the 7th, when you come here, there are a few banks which are opening their stalls. And in case you don't have a bank account, you can get an account opened then.
So the banks will come and have their counters here for you to open your account in case you want to open an account here after coming here.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Piyush Gupta. Piyush Gupta? No? Yeah. Priyansh Singh?
Yes, sir. So sorry, sir. I had one question that, so after the first year, is it possible for us to change our streams?
Yes, branch change option is there. They will again explain to you how the process works. I think the next session is that where about 10% of the students, they can't be net change more than 10% in any branch. So that option exists. For example, in the last year's batch, how many students in 20?
13.
13. So 13 students out of the 230 students got a chance to change the branch. There are certain rules and regulations for branch change. And so for example, in computer science, if we have 53 seats now, only 5 more students can come into computer science, right? So, and similarly, if civil engineering has 39 seats, only 4 students can go out of civil engineering, right? So there are some rules and regulations which will be explained to you later on. But the option is there at the end of the first year.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Sir, on what basis they will change, sir?
Pardon me?
On what basis they will change the branch?
Based on your CGPA in your first 2 semesters. Based
Thank
on
you,
your academic performance here and the grade point average that you get in the first 2 semesters.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. Who is this?
Sir, I am Aniket Johri, and
Yeah.
I am and I got admitted in CSE branch.
Good.
Sir, I wanted to ask that how are the labs or how are the computer labs equipped with, means what's the status of the computer lab?
Yeah, right now we have 2 computer labs. We are by the time you come down and settle down, we'll have another 3 labs up and running. So we have enough computer labs. We have departments will have computer labs. What is that? The computer center has a few labs. So there will be about 5-6 computer labs. Computer center itself will be managing about 3-4 labs, and again departments will have some labs.
Okay, sir. Thank you for
Good
this.
morning, sir.
Yeah, morning.
So myself, Palak Khandelwal.
Yeah.
Sir, I don't have my DOB certificate, but my DOB is mentioned in my 10th mark sheet. So, sir, it is okay with that?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That we clearly mentioned in case your SSC certificate has the mention of your DOB, then we don't need an explicit date of birth certificate.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
I am Suman Gupta from Jaipur.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, we will reach at 2nd of November. So can we keep his luggage in hostel? So we may visit Tirupati Balaji. So we can come back at 5 of November.
Okay. I think they will arrange. They'll help for the parents. No, they want to just keep the luggage and go away.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you write to the hostel management office and they will help you. So basically, you want to come, leave your luggage here, and then go with your parents for
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
2-3 days and report on the 5th. Fine.
One more question is there, sir.
Pardon me?
One more question is there.
Please go ahead.
Sir, if there is any holiday or student want to visit with his friends, so can he go, or he has to seek permission with the management?
Yes, you can go out. You just need to tell where you're going and you can go out.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So good morning, sir.
Yeah.
Am I audible? So, is there any official WhatsApp group created as the sir in pink shirt actually addressed now?
Official, what we have? We have not an official, but we have an informal WhatsApp group.
I mean, we haven't got information regarding that. So how could I actually know that?
It was coming that students are joining.
In the welcome email itself, we have sent an invite to join in the WhatsApp group, and the majority students have joined. If you have missed it, you can please check the email and you can join in the group.
Okay,
And
sir. Okay,
or
sir.
if you, yeah, okay, we noted. Yeah, in the chat window also, we'll keep the invite so you can join in using that link.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Excuse me, sir. I'm Gayatri's father.
Yeah.
Sir, want to know about the food, sir, whether it is North Indian, South Indian. How is the food provided over there?
Well, it is a mixture of both, right? We have a lot of North Indian students. So obviously, being in Tirupati, there will be a South Indian, more South Indian predominance, but it has got a mixture of both. You can, maybe the Gensec can answer this.
Hi sir, we have both combination of North Indian and South Indian. So the menu is prepared according to that. So all the student community, we have a mess community for that, mess committee for that. So they'll be deciding all the menu and overall things.
Okay, sir. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, Yuvraj Ramesh.
Yeah, yes, sir. So I'm from Maharashtra and I'm planning to visit our college, but the railway timings are, I think I might come to the hostel at night. So what are the hostel timings for which we can visit?
There's a lot of disturbance, Yuvraj. Can you repeat your question? Yuvraj, there was a lot of disturbance. Can you repeat?
Yes, sir. Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. So I'm from Maharashtra, Mumbai, and the railway timings which I have got. So I might come at night time in the 6th of November. So what are our hostel timings when we
No
can?
problem. Anytime you come at 3 o'clock in the morning, we'll invite you and receive you.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, so thanks.
Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Good morning. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Raman from Hyderabad. I'm Akhilesh's father who is going to join CSE branch. So just one common question of parents group. How is the medical center equipped at our campus?
Yeah, we have a pretty decent medical center. We have 2 doctors. We have a nurse on call 24 hours. We have an arrangement with nearby hospitals in case we have a full-fledged ambulance, full 24/7 available on campus, fully equipped ambulance. So this should not be a problem. Like we have arrangements with Amra Hospital, which is the closest hospital, which is probably Tirupati's best hospital now, and a few other hospitals. We have tie-ups, and all the students have a medical insurance, right? In case they have to be hospitalized, that insurance will cover to whatever limit that insurance is. All those details will be explained to you tomorrow. We have pretty good facilities.
Thanks for the insight, sir. Thank you.
Priyansh Singh.
Yes, sir. One more question. Do we have any winter vacations coming like in January or December? Because it was not stated in the academic calendar.
No winter vacation for you guys because your semester is starting late. So your vacation will come only in March. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
No winter vacation for you guys. From next year, you will have.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Like our parents oftenly talk in Hindi, then sir, if we have any language issue in knowing about information regarding our college, then sir, some teachers are available there with whom we can talk in our language.
Yes, as I told you today when we started off this interaction session, we can speak to us in Hindi or in Telugu or in Tamil or in English. We will respond.
Okay, sir.
Or even Malayalam, yeah.
Here,
yeah.
Now to respond.
Even in Bengali, there's no problem at all. The second biggest linguistic group among our faculty members after Telugu is Bengali, and then Tamil.
We'll have faculty advisors.
And all of you have faculty advisors. And in case your parent needs to talk to a faculty member who doesn't know Hindi, they will get the assistance of someone to speak to them.
Good morning.
Satyam.
Hello, sir. This is Satyam. Sir, I have a query regarding education loan.
We have a separate session on that.
Okay.
Tomorrow we have full session. You can get, they will explain to you the educational loan. After that, if you have
Yes,
queries,
sir.
you can ask.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, can you give information about books?
About books?
Yes, sir.
Books will be, say today, each faculty member will prescribe the textbook they follow in the course. And you can get them if you want to procure those books. Today, all books are available online through Amazon or various. See, we have Amazon, Flipkart, everyone delivering at our campus. Okay, so you can. So after you come here, your teachers will tell you what books for a given course and so on. Because this is all depends on the teacher. Teacher decides what textbook they're going to use. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. And there'll be some few copies in the library, not for everyone. There'll be a few copies in the library.
Yeah, I see a question.
Yeah, can you accommodate parents, room for parents? Unfortunately, we don't have space for parents in the campus. So if parents are coming, they will have to make an arrangement outside. Tirupati being a pilgrimage town, there's a lot of accommodation available in Tirupati. And we have buses coming from Tirupati to a place called Erpedu. A lot of buses, and even buses going to the entrance of our campus, which are buses going from Tirupati to Venkatagiri. Okay, so parents will have to make arrangement outside, not on campus. We don't have space right now on campus.
Sir, can you explain the abroad study?
What is it? Study abroad. Okay, so that we have arrangements with some universities for internships and so on. For example, in Canada, we have this B.Tech scholarships, and then our students have been going to places like Texas A&M for internship, but limited number of students. But we're working on that. We are now tying up. During this COVID, we could not, visit many of these universities and all that. But now we are going to be doing it. So usually students go at the end of their third year for internship at these colleges.
Yeah. So there's a question on if the hostel accommodation is on a first come first served basis. I think it is already decided.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they've already allotted your rooms.
Welcome email.
Yeah, in the welcome email, they will say, they will tell you which room you have been allotted. So the idea is that we're getting students from all over the country, and it's good to get to know people from different parts of the country. So they've used some basis to do the allocation, and your rooms are already been allotted.
Different branches and different state.
Yeah, I think they're trying to keep it as heterogeneous as possible in terms of students from different batches staying together, students from different parts of the country staying together. Any other question?
What about?
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, I had a couple of questions, two are common and two from my side. Sir, in the open house prospective section streamed at YouTube, sir, you told that in the 2-seater rooms, now 2 can be accommodated, and in the 3. So, sir, like, is there any provision that the same can happen, or like, will that happen that in the 5-seater 3 will be? In the 3-seater 5 would be there, in the 2-seater 3 would be there.
Well, that's what is going to be the arrangement as soon as you come. As we told you, our second 500 student new hostel is already ready. Students are moved in. The second 500-seater hostel is getting ready in stages. And as and when our senior students are able to move out, very soon in a double-seater room, 2 students will be there. In a triple-seater room, 3 students will be there. This may take 3 to 4 months time.
And so what about the laundry service and the iron service? Like, is it like we have to do it or someone else would do it on behalf?
So we have, okay, this laundry thing, we have some washing machines that are available, okay, but we are now trying to set up with a professional agency a laundry service on campus where you will have to, use an app based on which you make the payment and all that. Of course, the students are also discussing that issue, but we are trying to make it a very professional service. Now, ironing, what's happening with ironing now?
Yeah, we'll be having one person from outside. He'll be coming here every 3 days of the week. So he'll be opening a stall over here so that we can have an ironing over there.
But with so many students on campus, I think every day can make it a full time. Step by step, we are making these arrangements. So the students right now have an arrangement where an outside person comes and takes the clothes for ironing on a payment basis.
Oh, thank you, sir. That's such a relief. And two common questions. One is that, like, if we have friends in common, so like, can we stay in the same room?
No, not in the first year.
So like we have to accommodate.
We want you to, this is make friends from across the country, not just all Hindi guys staying together, all Telugu guys staying together, and so on.
Okay, sir. So like we have to stay as we are allotted, like no other option.
Exactly.
And sir, one more question, the last one, regarding the medical certificate. Like when we were having a JOSA counseling, we uploaded a medical certificate in the JOSA format. But here for the physical verification, we have to upload another medical certificate. So like, can we upload the same one we uploaded on the JOSA format?
I think our medical certificate, whatever we have sent, it's slightly different. So we request you to upload the one sent by us. In case you have more questions, I answered this earlier regarding vaccination dates, etc. Our medical officer will be available for an interaction with you tomorrow, so he'll be able to answer that.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. So there was, I have to go to that page. Yeah.
So once again, I would like to welcome you all to the campus. We have this unity pledge today in the institute at 11:30. I have to administer that unity pledge. Birthday of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So once again, I would like to join all my colleagues and my students here in welcoming you all. And one more thing is, IIT Tirupati, we have had continuity in leadership. I was the director for the first term, and I've been appointed for a second term for another 5 years. So I'll be here another 5 years. So that's one advantage, is that whatever works that are going on will go as planned. So I'll probably be here the 4 years you guys are here. So I'm looking forward to active interaction with all of you, and welcome once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much on behalf of this group, sir. It has been nice interacting with you, and grateful for your, all the staff member coming together under your leadership, and congratulations for your second term, sir. Happy to know that, sir, you will be carrying on this good work. And thank you so much once again on this group, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, look forward to seeing you all on campus. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So we'll just have a quick 5-minute break before we come back again and talk about the details of the academic program that's in the next session at 11:30. So you don't have to leave this meeting. You can stay back, and we'll start the next session in about 5 minutes. Thank you so much.
The college ಬಗ್ಗೆ
क्या नाम है? 970 400 147.
Yeah, good morning and welcome back. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. So I'm going to share my screen, and in this session, we'll talk about the B.Tech program that you will be enrolled in. ordinances and rules about the B.Tech program. And after I finish my presentation, you'll be able to answer or you'll be able to ask any questions that you may have. Okay. Where I can't. Okay, just give me 1 second while I arrange this. Okay. So this is with respect to the schedule of your B.Tech program. We started the online orientation today, and like I mentioned earlier, this would run for the next 10-12 days, not all days, but of course a few days in the next 10 to 12 days as you arrive on campus. Please, like we discussed in the previous session, please plan to arrive preferably either on the 5th or 6th. That will give you enough time to get settled in your house. Sorry? Can I request everyone to mute? Yeah. Thank you. Arrive on campus on 5th or 6th so that you will be able to settle down before we start the activities. On the 7th, we will have the certificate verification biometric as well as the certificate verification schedule, both of which have already been shared to all the students. There is a specific time slot we have allotted to each of the branches so that you can follow the same. And if you're arriving late for whatever reason, and if it is a genuine reason, we can accommodate that request, but please make sure that you send an email to our admissions team so that we know that you are arriving late, right? Then after that, once you settle down, and then once we finish the certificate verification, I think the document checklist has also been sent to you, what certificates you are supposed to bring in original. Please make sure that you do that. Without the original certificates, we will not be able to proceed further with your admission process. Once you finish that, then on the 9th, I'll talk more about that. On the 9th, you have an English proficiency test, and you know, you will be able to visit various labs on 7th. In fact, during the certificate verification, while it goes in parallel, you will be able to visit various labs on campus. And after your English proficiency test, you will have your regular classes that would be scheduled. Now, that's the overall timeline to get the classes started. Then we have what we call, I'll talk a little bit about what we call as the faculty advisor for the B.Tech program. Then we will have the academic calendar and the timetable. Will tell you more details about the same. How to enroll in your courses and register for various courses this semester, and a little bit about the overall academic curriculum, what courses you can expect to see over the next few years, etc., that require you to complete for your degree. At the IIT system, and most of the IITs have this, we have a faculty from your department who is called as the faculty advisor. This one is, we have this facility so that you have a dedicated faculty. Typically, each faculty takes care of 10 to 15 students in the program, so that you have a dedicated faculty with whom you can go and talk to about your academic progress, right? They can offer you a general advice about the academic program, what would be the level of difficulty in a certain course, how you can plan your courses, etc. Unlike what you have done typically in the high school level, at a B.Tech program, there is a little bit of flexibility in the sense that you will be able to, enroll for slightly less than the required number of credits or more, depending on how your academic progress is, and plan your pace of study. You will receive an email shortly about who your faculty advisor is and the contact details of the faculty advisor, maybe today or in the next few days. Please contact them for any questions that you might have after this session regarding the academic curriculum, or the program or whatever first year courses that you may have to take, etc. And this faculty would be your faculty advisor for the entire duration of study over the next 8 semesters. The academic calendar of the institute is available at this website. Maybe I'll have to stop sharing my screen so that I can show the same. Just give me 1 minute while I populate this. Oh, it's not available from here, is it? Okay. So it's there, it's there. So if you go to our institute website, under the academics section, you will find an academic calendar, and you can click on July, December 2022 semester. This is for, no, not this one. Huh? It's already uploaded. It's already uploaded. Just give me 1 minute, okay? Let me try this again. Where is it, Durga? Academic calendar. Academic calendar. Yeah. First one. So this is the academic calendar. I hope all of you guys are able to see the calendar that we are displaying right now. Can someone please confirm? Hello, can you unmute? Allow to unmute. Yeah, okay, good. I see a thumbs up sign there, so that's good. So in this, can you close that, Amit? Yeah. So in the academic calendar, what you see is each semester at an IIT typically goes for about 70 working days. What you see on the red here are the number of working days on which you will have classes. So we have total semester goes for about 70 working days. So which means there would be about 14 days of each day of the week. So 14 Mondays, 14 Tuesdays, etc. Right? That's the overall game plan. And during the entire academic semester, the first semester for you is going to start the first day of instruction, as you can see here, commencement of classes. It would be from 9th of November, and then it will go all the way until the end semester exams, which will be closing on 2nd of March. So from 9th November through 2nd of March, all of you are expected to be on campus, attending your classes, doing your laboratories or writing exams, etc. Right? And then there is a break between 2nd March and I think the next semester starts on 13th of March. So there is a break of about 10 days. You can plan to go home and come back to the campus in those 10 days. But the next session or the next semester would start from 13th of March, right? In between the academic semester, you will see that there are scheduled days for exams. During the semester, in addition to what we call as the end semester examinations, right, which start from the 24th of February and run all the way through 2nd of March, that is the end semester exam or final exams. In between the semester, for continuous assessment of the students, we also have test 1 and test 2. So these are 2 tests, one going from 12th through the 14th of January, and another one from 12th to 14th of December, and another one from 18th through 20th of January. Those are the 2 tests, and all the courses that you take in this semester tests in between the semester for continuous assessment will be held during those days. And there would be no classes on these 3 days that are dedicated for test 1 and test 2. And then there are several other holidays, etc., that are listed throughout the academic calendar. And a similar academic calendar is available at the links we have sent. A similar academic calendar is available for the 2nd semester of your courses. And I think the 2nd semester ends somewhere in the first week of July. right? And after it starts in 13th of March, the second semester is going to end in the first week of July. So that's about the academic calendar. So let me go back to the presentation I was, which one is that? This one. I had earlier. Now, during the first semester, you would have several courses that you will be taking to get you started with the exposure to the engineering curriculum. As you can see, there are about 8 courses here, starting from introduction to programming, some courses in chemistry and physics, as well as workshop, etc. So this is as per your approved curriculum, and each of the programs will have a dedicated curriculum that is approved. Amit, can you go to the website and show the curriculum for each program where they can find that? You can stop sharing. So if you go to the institute website, no, they can't see that. So start from the first one, let them see what you're doing. So if you go to the institute website, yeah. If you go to the institute website, go to the under the academics programs or under the academics tab, there is curriculum. And if you go to the B.Tech curriculum under this tab, you will be able to see curriculum for various programs, chemical engineering, civil engineering, etc. And we keep regularly updating and modifying our curriculum. So you see that, the curriculum is listed for several branches. For you, of course, the one that is applicable is 2019 batch onwards. In fact, right now we are in the process of revising our curriculum again so that we align ourselves with the NEP 2020. So pretty soon there will be a revised curriculum. So if you open this curriculum for any of the branches, you will be able to see a complete list of courses that you have to take over the next 4 years. What is the number of credits, how many hours a week you will be typically meeting, etc. Okay. Yeah. Can we go back to the presentation, Amit? Presentation. Yeah. No, you have to stop sharing, right? Oh, your screen is shared. Okay, fine. Not that one, the other one. Yeah. Similarly, the timetable for the first semester is already decided. It's available again at the link that we shared with you. But in case, what is this? Right? This is the link for the timetable. As you can see here, the timetable for each of the courses and what times or how long you would be able to meet, etc., would be available here, right? I'll come back to what it means. For example, if you want to read this timetable, this is the course code, or course code is what we call it. And the name of the course is here, it's engineering drawing. And next to it, you will see what we call as a LTPC. So this LTPC essentially means the number of lecture hours, the number of tutorial sessions, the number of practical hours, and the total number of credits for that course, right? For example, engineering drawing, the L is 1, which means there will be a 1 hour of lecture. And when we say 1 hour in credit language, this 1 hour typically refers to a lecture of about 50 minutes. Okay, so it's a 1 lecture hour is what we call it, of about 50 minutes. And then there is no tutorial session, and then 3 hours of practical, which means again 3 hours in the lab trying to do whatever has been taught to you by yourself, and the total number of credits for that course is 3. So when you say total number of credits is 3, the expectation is that you spend similar number of hours after the classes. So if you are enrolling for 3 credit course this semester, you spend whatever time is needed for the course in class, and outside the class hours, you are expected to spend about 3 hours trying to catch up with whatever has been taught, learn by yourself, and things like that, right? And similarly, the next course is Math 101. It's a calculus course. It's 3 hours of lecture where the instructor or the faculty will be lecturing on the course or the topics in the course, 1 hour of tutorial, and typically most of the undergraduate courses will have a tutorial session wherein the faculty will come to the class with a list of problems, and there will be several other senior students, typically PhD students, along with the faculty who is teaching the course. They will help you how to solve the problems. You are expected to solve the problems or whatever has been given in the tutorial handout or the session to you. You are expected to solve in the class. If there is a confusion, if you have some questions, or if you are unable to solve, you can interact with the faculty. So it would be more of a one-on-one learning experience during this tutorial session. And then, so for this Maths 101 course, the credits is 4. You will be meeting the instructor or the faculty for 3 hours of lecture and 1 hour of tutorial session every week, and so on. You have other courses that are listed in there, right? This is an explanation of the curriculum or the timetable sheet that you are going to see. Where is the slots are given somewhere, the slot system. So this, as you can see, if you go to the institute website, you will see what it means. It is, for example, each of the courses, let us pick one maths course. Calculus course is in the D slot. So that course would be conducted on Tuesday from 10 to 10:50, on Thursday from 9 to 10, on Friday from 11 to 11:50, right? 3 hours of lecture. And then you will see that a D tutorial, the tutorial session for the D slot is from 2 to 2, sorry, I can't read it here. Okay, 2:10 to 3 o'clock on Wednesday. So that would be 4 hours that you would meet with the faculty. 3 lecture hours on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and then 1 hour on Wednesday for the tutorial session. And that's how you read rest of the courses, and you read this timetable that is given to you, right? In addition to the regular timetable, there is also an institute seminar. It's a dedicated slot for the institute seminar each Wednesday from 1500 hours, so 3 o'clock every Wednesday. No classes are scheduled during this time for anybody across the campus. So all the faculty and students are relatively, there is nothing on their schedule. What that helps is we arrange lectures from various eminent speakers across the country and out abroad. They come to our institute and deliver lectures, and all of the students benefit from these lectures. So most of us during Wednesday afternoons, you can find us in the institute seminar, which is held at 3 p.m. Right? That's about the timetable part. Anything else I missed here? Right. So also the timetable is slightly different for each of the branches. For chemical, civil, and mechanical engineering, the timetable is slightly different from that for computer science and electrical engineering. At the end of the first year, irrespective of the branch, all of you will complete the same courses. Just for sake of ease in implementing and organizing these courses and arranging the classrooms, etc., there is a slight difference in the timetable, but by the time you finish first year, every one of you would have completed the same set of courses. Okay, can we go back to the presentation? Yeah. We talked about the timetable. I talked about the faculty advisor. Then once we talk about the courses and the timetable, I talked about the courses and the timetable for the first semester. You would have to register for courses, right? And typically, because most of the courses are fixed, what we will do for ease in implementation, we will register you for these courses. You will get an email on, if you have to do certain things on your student portal. Across the institute, we have what is called as an ERP, which we have implemented so that everything is done online. So this course registration activity is also done online, but our academic team will help you with that. They will register you for whatever necessary courses are there for this semester but you will be given a username and a password to log into the software, check what courses you have registered for, etc. From next semester onwards, you will have to do this course registration yourself. You pick what courses you want to register for after discussing it with your faculty advisor and so on. More details on how to use this software probably will come back to you in another session. I talked about the curriculum that's already available on the website. So let's talk a little bit about the English proficiency test. Since, like we mentioned in the earlier session, English is the medium of communication throughout the institute for all the lectures and classes, etc. We are going to, is it 8 p.m. or? 8 a.m. Sorry. So this test is going to be conducted on 9th November. I think there's a typo there. This is 8 a.m., not 9 a.m. This would be held on 9th November at 8 a.m. for about 1 hour, right? This test includes questions in grammar, vocabulary, reading and listening comprehension, writing short essays, etc. Basically, to identify the students whom we think will require.
Sir,
yes.
so we can't see the presentation. I see B.Tech curriculum timetable.
Yeah, just a second. Sorry. Can I go back then? Not that one. The other one. Not that one. Let go. Yeah, that one. Sorry. Can you see it now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. So, like I said, please note that this test is at 8 a.m., not 9 a.m. There's a typo here, but it's 8 a.m. on 9th November. So this test would include questions on grammar, vocabulary, reading and listening comprehension, writing small essays, etc. To identify students who would require, some help with English so that they will not fall behind in other courses where that's the default medium of communication. So if you clear the test successfully, if your basic English abilities to communicate are good enough, then you will clear the test and you will be able to take another language course such as German, Sanskrit, Spanish, etc. Whatever is offered this semester, depending on the availability of the instructors, there would be multiple language courses, foreign language courses that you will be able to take. On the other hand, if you cannot clear the test, you must complete an English language course so that you pick up your English skills and it will help you with the rest of the program. Now let's talk a little bit about the program itself. I mentioned to you earlier when I explained the curriculum, I showed you the course structure and I said we call it as a credit. Each course is typically 2, 3, 4 credits worth. So for completing the B.Tech program at present, you need to finish anywhere from 160 to 167, 164 to 167 credits, which means you have 8 semesters to do this. Typically, every semester would have about 20, 21, 22 credits. Some semesters will have slightly more, some semesters will have slightly less number of credits, but on an average, let us say about 20 credits per semester, right? So you will be sitting in the class for about 20 hours, spend about 20 hours outside the class, etc. So, and these courses cover a variety of areas such as humanities and social sciences, some basic science courses in chemistry, physics, etc. Some engineering sciences and arts, as we like to call them, like engineering drawing or engineering mechanics, workshop skills, etc. Then you have what we call as the professional engineering type of courses that would include the core courses, which are mandatory requirement for you to get a degree in that discipline, be it chemical, civil, mechanical, computer science, or electrical. And then some elective courses from the department. So it is still a computer science course or an electrical engineering course, but there will be a pool of subjects to give you a flavor for the breadth of that particular discipline. There will be a pool of subjects from which courses would be offered, and based on your liking, you will be able to choose some of these elective courses. And then you will also be able to do a project under the supervision of a faculty or faculty from your particular discipline. In addition to these professional engineering courses, we also have what we call as free electives. So the word free is to indicate that the student is free to choose these electives. We don't impose any mandatory requirement that it has to be from a particular discipline. It can be any course offered across the institute. So if you're a chemical engineering student, you can still take a course from another engineering stream that is to your liking, or even a social science course, if that is what your liking is, right? But then to put a structure to the whole thing, we have a breakup of how many courses or how many credits you can take under each of these various divisions. So for example, at present, you can take up to 9 credits of free electives. And then you require about 80 to 90 credits of professional, which is what is related to your discipline, professional courses, and then 30 credits of basic sciences, etc. So like I mentioned earlier, each semester would typically have anywhere from 20 to 20 credits on an average. The last 2 semesters, we try to keep it a little low so that students can focus more on their placements, trying to graduate, etc. This is a breakup of the courses for each of the engineering disciplines. The point I want to highlight here is that most of the engineering disciplines have anywhere from, most of them have about 165 credit requirement. And almost all of them are similar in terms of the structure, except that the only difference is going to be what professional electives that you would be taking in each discipline. Or sorry, not professional electives, I meant professional courses that you would be taking in each discipline. And then there is a bunch of basic science courses, as you see, ranging from chemistry, math, and physics, which give flavor to get you started with the engineering discipline that you will be going into. I already mentioned about the science and art courses that you will take, right? As a mandatory requirement, we also insist that all our students are exposed to environment concerns that the humanity faces, etc. So we have a mandatory ecology and environment course. I mentioned about the workshop courses. I mentioned about engineering drawing and introduction to programming, because it is indispensable to any engineering branch, irrespective of whether you are from computer science or not. A programming language course is mandatory in the first year. What language do we teach? C. Right, and it is mandatory for all engineering discipline students, so that you can use these programming skills when you move on to the discipline courses. One interesting course we have in the first year is what we call as Concepts in Engineering and Design. This is a course that is offered as an interdisciplinary course from by the faculty from all the engineering departments, all the 5 engineering departments that we have on campus. It's a 1-hour lecture and a 2-hour hands-on type of a course where the faculty from the respective departments will come and give you an engineering problem, and then you have to deliver a small mini project on that problem at the end of the semester, or whatever timeline is decided by the faculty. So you'll have to complete several mini projects in that particular course. The idea is to give you the flavor for what each of the engineering discipline does. As a chemical engineer, you must know what the other engineering disciplines do, right? What an electrical engineer does, or what a mechanical engineer does, and so on. And you will be able to experience what each of them do after you complete the course. You have a fairly basic understanding of what each of these engineering disciplines are about. So that's the idea of the whole course, and one that is very popular with our students. Let's talk a little bit about the elective courses. I mentioned that you have 2 types of electives. One, what we call as a department elective course. There is a list of courses that are approved under each department elective, and you will be able to choose whatever is being offered that semester. And in addition to that, I also mentioned about the free electives, which is from any course that is offered across the institute. One of the things we have introduced in our curriculum is that any of these elective courses, in fact, you can earn up to 6 credits from what we call as MOOCs courses. These are courses that are offered online, mostly from reputed universities, IITs and other universities within our country through a platform called as Swayam or NPTEL. So these are online courses, and there are hundreds of these courses that are offered every semester, right? So if you wish to explore some of these courses, we allow you to do that. You can register for up to 6 credits of these courses and claim a credit for it, and we will allow you to replace those 6 credits or replace whatever free or department electives credits are required. You can replace these NPTEL credits instead of the department elective. So if you do that course, you don't have to do some credits in your department or free elective courses. The idea is that you will be able to explore a lot more than what we already have at the institute. A little bit about the B.Tech project. This is a project where you will be associated with a faculty in the department and do a certain type of research or a design problem, so that you put all the skills that you have learned over your B.Tech program into use and try to develop something or do some research with the associated faculty. This project is for about 9 credits in 2 phases. Phase 1 is for 3 credits and phase 2 is for 6 credits, right? So phase 1 is a mandatory part where you will have to do this project with the faculty for 3 credits, write a report, make a presentation and tell what you have done, so that it gives you some experience in writing a scientific report, presenting it in front of your faculty and friends, etc. The second phase, which is for 6 credits, however, is mandatory. Second phase is optional, right? The first phase is mandatory. The second phase is optional, wherein you can choose either to do the second phase, or if you're not interested in a project, you can replace or substitute it with 6 credits of coursework. So typically 2 courses, because each course, most of the courses are about for 3 credits. So you can replace that phase 2. If you're not interested in the project, you can replace it with the courses that you choose, right? But of course, we want to ensure that only if you're serious about the project, we want you to do phase 2. So it is essential that you get a minimum grade in the project if you want to continue for the phase 2 part of it. Now for the evaluation, I mentioned about this in the previous slide, where we have a continuous assessment scheme. So we'll have 2 tests during the course of the semester, which is mandatory for first year. Depending on the course type and some of the instructor's preference, some of the courses might have just one, what we call as a mid-semester exam, or they might continue with the 2-test model that you have in the first year. In addition to the intermediate tests, you will also have an end semester examination. At IITs, faculty or the instructors who teach these courses have complete freedom on how they want to evaluate the students, what would be the grade that would be given to you, etc. We don't enforce it from an institute, but there are certain guidelines. There is certain guideline for the theory, how much is needed for the continuous assessment, how much is needed for the end semester exam, for theory courses, lab courses, etc. Irrespective of what guideline each faculty follows, it will be told to you before or at the beginning of the semester. When the course starts on the first day or the second day of the instruction of that semester, the faculty will come with a certain plan on how they will evaluate that particular course, what would be the expectations, what are the expectations they have from you, how many homeworks you may have to do, how many tests you may have to take during the semester, what would be the weight for these tests, what would be the final grade you can expect if you perform in a certain way, etc. Right? They have that freedom, but they will tell you what they expect from you at the beginning of the semester. And some of you might be aware, for those of you who are new to this, we calculate our semester or the performance of the student through what we call as a grade point average. Once you finish the course, at the end of the semester, in each course, you will be assigned a grade, a letter grade. And at the bottom, if you see, the points for each of these letter grades are identified. For a excellent, exceptional performance, we give what is called as an S grade, which is for 10 points in that course, 10 out of 10. For A grade, it is 9 out of 10. For B grade, it is 8 out of 10, etc. Right? And then D grade is 6, E is 4. And if you cannot successfully clear the course, it is a 0. We call that as a U grade, right? The CGPA is calculated based on the number of credits you take in a particular semester, that is CI here, and the grade point you receive in that course. And then we we use the formula to calculate your grade point average in a particular course. And the cumulative grade point average, or CGPA as we call it, is for all the courses that you have taken throughout your B.Tech program starting from semester 1. GPA is for that particular semester. CGPA is for all the semesters, all the courses you have taken in the program. Now, in addition to all the grades I have shown here, there is a W grade here, which also will attract a 0 points. I'll explain that in a minute when we go to the next slide. Right? So all the detailed ordinances and regulations for the B.Tech program, again, are available on our website. It's about 10-15 page long document. I suggest that all of you, along with the parents, if they are here, I request all of you to go through these ordinances and regulations, because there is a certain amount of there is a certain amount of rigor we expect in the academic program. So we request all of you to go through these ordinances and regulations available on the website, right? We expect that each student throughout at any point in the program maintains a CGPA of 5 or above, right? And you require that to complete the course, not just to complete the course, but at any point during the 8 semesters, you must have this CGPA, right? And you must complete at least 10 credits, or more. You will be registering for more than these credits, but for whatever reason you cannot complete that, but you must complete 10 credits by the end of first semester, 25 by the end of second semester, and then on an average about 15 credits every semester to be able to continue in the B.Tech program. Similarly, the normal duration is for 8 semesters, but for whatever reason you cannot complete your program in 8 semesters. The maximum duration that we allow is for 12 semesters or 6 years, right? Now, I talked about the W grade earlier. This is a grade that we indicate on your transcript or on your grade card. It will attract 0 points, and we assign this grade to a student if the student is unable, or we don't allow the student to take the final exam because of shortage in attendance. We expect that all our students attend the classes regularly. For whatever reason, including minor health issues, or you might have to go out to visit your parents for a brief period of time in between a semester, etc. The maximum allowance, or the maximum allowance you have for such absence, is only 15%. We expect that you attend 85% of classes in each of the courses you take every semester, okay? If your attendance falls short of this 85% for whatever reason, you will not be allowed to write the final exam, and you will get a 0 grade in that particular course. So please be, please make note of this. Be careful on your absence from classes, etc. This is for your own good. What we often find is that once you are absent in a class, it becomes very hard because of the rigor we have. It becomes hard for you to catch up with whatever you lost or you could not attend to. And then as it accumulates, it becomes more and more difficult for you to do well in your exams, etc. So it is mandatory that you attend the minimum number of classes that you're expected to. Okay. And like I said, this includes all the allowances we allow. Beyond this, for whatever reason, if you're absent, we cannot allow you to attend the final exam. Some of you have asked questions about branch change in the earlier session. That has already been answered. But just for the sake of completeness, after you finish your first semester exams, and the results are announced, we have a date listed on the academic calendar for this. After the results are announced, roughly about 10% of the students, 10% from each department. I say roughly because, if the required number of seats are not filled or overfilled, there is a few, there might be a slight variation, but roughly about 10% of the students are allowed to change their branch. And it is dependent solely on your performance, academic performance, or your CGPA in the first year, after the completion of the first year, in the first 2 semesters. So if you're looking for availing this option, please make sure that you perform very, very well, because there will be a number of students who might want to do that for whatever reason. So it is mandatory that you perform well to be able to meet your goals. Right? Now, a slight overview of what we call as a dual degree program. All our B.Tech students, whoever are admitted into the B.Tech program, are eligible to avail this option. We call it dual degree because we award both B.Tech and M.Tech degrees together. But if you finish this program, and the typical duration we expect is for about 5 years. If you do B.Tech and M.Tech separately, you need 4 and another 2 years for M.Tech. It would take 6 years for completing B.Tech and M.Tech together. But if you do this dual degree program, then you will be able to complete the M.Tech and get both the degrees within a 5-year duration. Right? And there are certain requirements with respect to CGPA, etc., that you need to meet to be able to be eligible for this program. But we strongly encourage that all our students go to this, avail this option if you're performing well, if you're academically inclined and performing well, because it will save you 1 year in your career. And also the fact that in the last 2 semesters, after you finish the 8 semesters, in the last 2 semesters for 9th and 10th semesters, you will be eligible for a scholarship. Whatever is the M.Tech scholarship, you will be eligible for that from the institute. So with that, I would like to close this presentation, and I would like to acknowledge my predecessors at the academic section. Both were deans earlier before I took over, and all my academics team. Dr. Durga Prasad Chella, he's sitting next to me. He is our chairman of admissions. Dr. Rajesh, he is our advisor for academic courses. So I'm sure most of you would be seeing us in the academic section once you arrive on campus, and we'll be happy to help you with any questions or concerns you might have after you come to campus. But right now, we'll be happy to take any questions if you have some of them.
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Before, I have a small note. Before I take further questions, most of the communications that we are sending from the admissions or academics team is through your institute email ID at iittp.ac.in. I'm sure most of you have activated that email ID. You got details on how to do that. Please check that ID, because I'm not presenting anything, so there is no more presentation. I'm done. Right? Okay.
Good afternoon, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. Just a second. Please give me 1 second. I'm not showing anything. I'm done with the presentation, so don't worry. You're fine. I'm just saying that please check your institute
Email ID is Nawam for every.
For all the informations, please check your institute email ID. We won't be sending any further emails to the email ID that is registered with JOSA. So please check your institute email ID to know more details about the future activities. Yeah.
For tomorrow and day after tomorrow also, whatever Zoom links we have sent, the same links will be useful for the attending the remaining sessions. However, for the session with regarding the session tomorrow afternoon, you have know your branch. For that session, we will send a separate link to students who have, to the concerned department students only. If you are enrolled for the mechanical branch, so we will send a link related to the mechanical branch only to those students only, so that others will not get any confusion.
Yeah.
Okay, except for that session, for all the remaining sessions, whatever link we shared, the link only will work. I will mention that in the email again.
Yeah. So we'll send an email again with the details of the Zoom link. All the sessions are common, right, for every branch, except know your department session, which is different for each of the 5 branches. So you will have 5 different Zoom links for that session. Every other session will have a common Zoom link, which is already sent to you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will close it there. Now we can take any questions if you have. Yeah, before.
Yes,
yeah, go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Jayesh, father of Nanda Govind, who was selected for the mechanical branch. The first question is, sir, the last section we heard that details to be uploaded in the site. Is there any document before we come there to upload other than the fees receipt?
Those are the things they ask. The remaining sheets, data sheet and all, you are asked to bring it.
Correct, because last section there was a question, the document to be uploaded, because we uploaded only the fees receipt.
Yeah, fees receipt and the people who have some concession because of the who has concession in the fee based on their income, they are asked to upload those certificates also. Some other people asked about today is the deadline for NSP, National Scholarship Portal thing. So regarding that, they have to upload in that NSP website. So for that, they were asking the questions, whether institute will give any bona fide certificate or something for that. For that, our assistant registrar academics are already mentioned. Whatever JOSA admission letter you have got it, that letter can be uploaded. So nothing else is required.
So as a conclusion, we need to only bring the originals on 5th. That's it.
Originals and better to bring a set of copy as instructed in the email.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much. And second question is maybe regarding the credit, which we are talking about this section. How the credit subject to be selected, or how the student will be guided for that?
Yeah. So let me see if I can share this screen again. This one. Timetable.
Screen.
Yeah. So there is a curriculum which is already approved for each of the B.Tech programs. So for example, your son or daughter is in a mechanical engineering branch. So the mechanical engineering curriculum is already approved by the Senate, and most of them have to take the prescribed courses as per their approved curriculum. But what we said is that for whatever reason, a student might be slightly finding it difficult to cope up with all the courses in a particular semester, or there is a requirement for the student to choose electives, either free electives or department electives, where multiple options are available to the student. In such cases, if the student is finding it difficult to facing any academic challenges, or wants some guidance with respect to the options that are available, wants to choose a certain elective over the other, etc., they have faculty advisors whom they can approach throughout the year, not just for registering for a credit or a course, but during the semester also. If they are finding difficulty in a certain course, they can approach the faculty advisor who will be able to guide them. So including the credit requirement or choosing the credits, all of them can be dealt with the faculty advisor.
So,
Does that answer your question, sir?
So also, sorry to ask any again. So that means we have a curriculum subjects. Apart from that, there will be electives for the credit subject. You mean to say that, and the students are supposed to score minimum 15 to a maximum of 22 credits, correct? By selecting the electives.
No, it is not like that, sir.
So I see yeah.
I think it is not like that. So see, the curriculum says there are 8 semesters. In every semester, what are the core courses and elective courses? This they will write department elective and math elective, right? For the department elective, they have to select the department courses. For example, your son or daughter is in mechanical department, they will give list of elective courses. So they have to choose the elective course from that, right? If there is a mathematics elective in the say 3rd semester, then they have to select a mathematics elective. So that is how it is. They have to select the courses. Okay. So for that, they can discuss with the faculty advisor.
So, okay.
However, they have to complete all the courses in the particular semester, whatever listed in this curriculum. There will be, say, 4 core courses and one department elective and 1 math elective and 1 humanities elective. Let us say there are 7 courses. So the student has to complete 7 courses in the particular semester, right? They have to register, and the minimum requirement is 15 credits they have to clear in every semester.
Yeah.
Is that answer your question, sir?
I still have a little confusion, but sorry, I don't want to.
Yeah. Let me, can you see my screen? I shared a 3rd semester curriculum for mechanical engineering, okay?
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yes, we can see that.
Okay. So as per the approved curriculum, these are the courses that the student is supposed to take in their 3rd semester. Similarly, for every semester, a list of courses is given, but let's focus on the 3rd semester. In a normal course of events, the student will be taking these prescribed courses. So if you see, the first one is a common course for all the branches. Basic electrical engineering, again, is a common course for all the branches. Then there are mechanical engineering courses 3, 4, and 5 are specific to the department. And then there are 2 electives, a mathematics elective and a humanities elective. When we say an elective, there will be 3 or 4 courses that might be offered, and the student is supposed to choose one of those 4 courses for this elective, and similarly for humanities elective, etc. Right? Now, first question, so the options the student has to exercise is for these electives. In addition, if the course of events is not normal, for example, a student for some whatever reason could not complete a course in the 1st or the 2nd semesters, then they might add that course to this list. So they will be doing extra courses, which also means that the number of credits or number of courses they will be taking this semester will be more than 23. Now, if that happens, the student is already probably finding it challenging to complete the regular coursework, and now you add more courses, then he will be even more loaded. So to avoid that, what we can do is you can meet the faculty advisor. They will guide you on what courses from this semester you might postpone for the time being, finish your courses for the previous semester, and then come back and do these courses in a later semester, things like that. If you have to readjust your curriculum for whatever reason, then they will be able to guide you. It's also not mandatory that you finish all the courses, but then this is the normal course of events. If there is a discrepancy, then it is better to approach the faculty advisor, who will be able to better guide you depending on the situation, what to do in such scenarios. I don't know if that made sense to you. Did that explain?
Yes, fully. I'm so happy. I could understand. So that means from the elective, we need to choose a subject and go ahead. Pretty clear.
Yeah, very good. Thank you. So I have.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, sure. So I have a question on what are the daily class timings. I showed you the timetable earlier.
9 to
For this, it will change. Our institute, some of the classes start at 8 o'clock in the morning and go all the way until 6.
labs, yes.
Some labs go all the way until 6. It depends on the scheduling we have and what we can do. 8 to 6 is typical, but for the first semester, I think this year your classes start only at 9 o'clock. Okay.
But the proficiency test, English proficiency test is at 8 o'clock on 9th.
Yeah. A PDF of what I just shared you can get, but like I showed you, most of the PDF, most of this presentation has links to what is already available on our website. So my suggestion is go to our website under the academics tab, explore everything that is there. There is a curriculum, all the data I showed you a minute ago, what courses you have to take in each semester, how many credits it is for, what is the syllabus for each course also is listed there. The timetable for your program is listed there, etc. So please go through and explore our academics tab. You will have more information about it. It says NSS, NCC and NSO is mandatory. Please explain this. It is a mandatory course. I think we don't have NCC at present, but we have both NSO and NSS. These are mandatory courses that you need to finish before, I think, the 4th semester. Once you join your faculty advisor for NSS or NSO, they will interact with you, explain what they do on campus about these activities, and then you can choose one of the two to finish the mandatory requirements. There is a procedure on how you're selected, etc. But you won't get any grade for this. It is a course that you have to mandatorily complete to finish and get your degree. Let's see. Do we need parents on campus on the 7th for physical verification? No, you don't require the parents to be here for physical verification. We just need the student and the documents. Yeah. How many hours classes have been scheduled? So I mentioned that typically when we say the first semester, you are enrolled for about 21 or 22 credits, which means you will be in class for about that period of time, depending on the credits. If you look at the timetable, you will see, but roughly on an average 20 to 22 hours a week is what you will spend in the class. Now, every day of the week, it is different. On certain days, you will have 3 to 4 hours of lecture. On certain days, you might have 2 hours of lecture. On an average, it's about 20 to 25 hours in the week. Okay. Can you explain what exactly is meant by the credits? Okay. So credits is something I tried to explain earlier. Each course has a certain number of credits. And when so typically it represents in lecture-based courses, on theory courses, it represents the number of contact hours you will have inside the classroom. So if you have 2 credit course, it means you will sit inside the classroom for 2 lecture hours or 1 tutorial hour. I explained to you earlier what a tutorial means. Faculty will come and give you a problem set and then you will solve together, interact with the faculty more. It's not a lecture, but it's more one-on-one experience. So when we say credits, if it is a 3 credit course, you will spend about 3 hours, 3 contact hours in the classroom. Each contact hour is about 50 minutes. So you will spend 3 into 50 minutes inside the classroom. For a laboratory, it is slightly different. If you spend 2 hours in the lab, you will get 1 credit. If you spend 3 hours, you will get 2 credits and so on. So that's what credits mean. It's for identifying how many hours you have to spend in the classroom and an equal number of hours you have to spend outside the classroom. In addition to that, the credits will also be used to calculate your GPA or CGPA. So if you earn a good grade in a 3 credit course, you will earn 30 points. If you earn it in a 2 credit course, you will earn 20 points and so on. And then you average based on the credits. We average the total GPA based on the credits.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Yes. Please go ahead. Okay. Yeah, Kushagra, you had a question? Okay. Well, are there any other questions? If someone has a question, we can answer them. Okay, I see another question in the chat. Is Saturday and Sunday a complete holiday, or will we be having any classes going on? Typically, we have a 5-day week. So most of the classes will be only from Monday through Friday. The 2 days are in general off. But once in a while, because you are on campus, once in a while, if we have to make up for a lost holiday in between, for whatever reason we lose a particular working day, we might do a Saturday or a Sunday, but it's very rare. It will be 1 or 2 Saturdays in a semester. Even that is not very common. But otherwise, it's a 5-day week. Okay. Yeah. Do any one of you have any other questions before we close this session down?
Sir?
Yes.
Sir, I get to know there is only 10-day holiday after one semester, first semester.
That is right.
So sir, there is any possible way we meet our parents in between that period?
No, in between a semester?
Yes, sir.
I know most of you might be homesick, but I'm sure once you find your friends here, you'll be more than happy to stay on campus. But your parents are definitely welcome to come visit you in between the semester. The challenge is, if you go in between a semester, you will lose quite a bit of classes depending on where you're from, and then it will be difficult for you to make up. So our request is you stay on campus during the entire semester, and that is why we have given a 10-11-day window in between where you can go home, make a short trip, see your parents, and then come back, join for the next semester. Yeah.
So, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, November 6th is Sunday. We report on college that day is okay, sir?
5th and 6th, our hostel management will take care, and there will be a person to allot you the room. Your room numbers are already decided. Shortly they are going to send an email for the same. So don't worry. You can come at any time during those days.
It's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other questions?
Sir?
Yes.
Sir, when we reach there at railway station, sir, some other IITs has provided transport facilities to pick from that station to the campus. Sir, will you provide such facilities to us as well?
Yeah, well, I think it depends on the number of students arriving in that slot, etc. So I request that you wait for an email from our hostel team, like they promised in the morning. Whatever arrangements are being made, you will get an email from our hostel team, and the student team are working on this. You will get an email from them regarding the arrangements they are making. Okay.
Okay, sir. That would be very helpful.
Yeah. I see that a question regarding test 1 and test 2, if they are included in the CGPA. Like I said, the reason test 1 and test 2 are there is for continuous assessment. The final grade you will get in a course is dependent on whatever you do through the entire semester, including what you do in test 1, test 2, and semester exam, and any other exam the faculty decides to conduct in between. Some people do a homework, so there might be 5-10 homeworks in a particular course. So all the performance in the homeworks or assignments or a small project they might give you, all of those will be counted in the final grade. And once it appears in the final, affects your final grade, it will automatically affect your CGPA as well. And that is why we call it as a continuous assessment. It is mandatory that you keep performing well throughout the semester so that you can keep up with the challenge. Yeah. Yeah. Do I have any other questions?
Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Hi. Good afternoon.
Just have one question. Since we will not have classes on Saturdays and Sundays, are the students allowed to go out out of the campus. Sir.
Can you please identify yourself, sir?
Sorry.
Sorry. Hello.
My name is Pawan Rao, sir. I'm father of Krishna Sameer, who will be joining mechanical engineering.
Very nice, sir. Yeah. So where are you? Where are you from? Where is your home, sir?
We are from Bangalore, sir.
Bangalore. Yeah. So there is, as such, there is no restriction of student traveling back home during a holiday. We don't have any such restrictions. So if you want to take your kid home for 1 or 2 days in between when there is a holiday, I think that should be possible. It's not a problem.
While students are away from the campus, they need to inform in the hostel office also. They have a specific procedure. They will inform the students as mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
They just need to update and they can leave.
So for our records, I think there is a certain hostel regulations, hostel guidelines that the student would be told. As long as they follow the guidelines, it should not be a problem. Even if it is a 2-day short visit, you should be able to do that.
Great, sir. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the clarification.
Sure, sure.
Sir, are we required to bring laptop from the first semester?
I think, yeah. So like, it is not a required thing. Like the director mentioned earlier, it helps a lot. You're encouraged to get a laptop as soon as you can.
Some medical examination report that you gave in website is by private doctors or any government certified doctor, sir?
I think if any doctor who can comment on your medical background and all these things, those should be fine.
Civil
As
surgeon.
we are going to provide with,
Civil surgeon.
I mean, of course, they mentioned the level of the doctor.
Yeah, I think the level or the basic, the qualification of the doctor also is mentioned on that.
It's
So,
not about the private or
Okay,
something.
sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sure. Yeah.
Sir,
Yes.
like I asked before about NSP, because the date mentioned was 31st. So message now that we should be putting allotment order, but I submitted yesterday without seal. Will it be okay now?
Sir, that will be, see, you please upload.
Sir, I uploaded already and submitted, but I'm not having an option to edit now. So
No, we have to verify. See, we have time up to 15 institutes. We'll start verifying from tomorrow up to 15th.
yes, sir.
Okay, so in between, we will ask you to change it. See, we cannot issue you a bona fide before you come to the institute, right? So as
Sir, no.
temporary arrangement, we asked you to upload the JOSA allotment letter.
Yes, sir. You sent message now an hour ago. Yes.
Rohan, like in JOSA procedure, if there is any certificate which is not in the proper place or something, we are asking the students to update it within a certain time frame, right? This similar manner here also, if there is some discrepancy, we will the institute will verify and get back to you, and so that you will given with a chance to upload the document again. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So don't worry. Yeah.
Sir, good afternoon. Again, Jayesh. Regarding this medical certificate, the prescribed format is saying about MD. So is DNB is considered equivalent to that? Maybe a typical.
Sir, my request is, I would let our institute doctor answer this question. I may not be, so my request is, if you can kindly send an email to me. I have noted it down. You are asking if DM is considered to MD. Is that right?
Correct. DNB.
DMD.
DNB. B for Bombay.
DNB considered as an MD. What is the DNB?
Pass this message to our institute doctor. Can you please identify your son's name, sir? I'm sorry, I did not write it down.
It's Nanda Govind JV.
Or son or daughter, I don't know.
Nanda Govind JV.
Hello,
son. Can you able to hear me?
Nanda Govind.
Yes.
Is that the name of the student, sir?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Hello.
For benefit of everyone.
His voice is not audible.
Yeah, for the benefit of everyone, if you have any questions regarding the medical certificate, etc., we have a session tomorrow with our doctors team. They will come and explain you. I request that you please ask these questions to them because they will be competent to answer them. But I have noted this question down, whether DMP is equivalent to MD. I will let them answer it. I'll make sure that they answer this question tomorrow as well. Okay. Yeah. Any
Thank
other
you, sir.
questions?
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Myself.
Okay.
Is
If I have no further questions, I would like to thank you all once again for choosing
Hello,
IIT Tirupati. It was nice talking to you, interacting with you today. We look forward to your participation in the coming days in the orientation program and soon to welcoming you on campus. Thank you once again.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, please join us tomorrow. The next session is at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Our former Dean of Academics and Professor of Chemical Engineering, Professor Krishnaya, would talk about transitioning from school to college. So look forward to welcoming you all to that session at 10 a.m. tomorrow.
The same link will work to join in the that session.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Thank you everyone. Teja, I see your hand up. You have a question?
Yes, sir.
Teja?
You can unmute and speak, Teja.
We cannot hear you, so if you can please unmute and.
Hello, sir. Myself is Teja, sir.
Something problem with our speech.
Hello, sir. Is it audible, sir?
Teja, we are not able to
Okay,
hear you. Can you post the message in WhatsApp group at least?
Okay, sir.
Okay, I see. Yeah, can you type in Teja? Yeah, I don't know. I cannot hear. Just give us a second while we try to fix our speaker. We can't hear what you're saying. If it is our speaker issue, please give us a minute. I see a question on sports equipment. There is a well-equipped gym and sports facility on campus, so you can use that. You don't have to bring your sport equipment.
Do we have to select only electives in each semester?
So do we have to select only electives in each semester? Like how many courses we have to complete in a semester? That I think I mentioned earlier, the curriculum is already listed. Some semesters have elective courses where you have to choose an elective, some don't. For example, in the first semester, you have to select an elective for a language course. If you clear your English proficiency, then you will have options to select from 2 or 3 different languages. You can choose one of the 3 languages, etc.
Please go to the institute website. There in the academics tab, you have the option to go for curriculum. There you can see the curriculum of each branch.
Yeah. I also see a question regarding original certificates. We do not hold on to any original certificates. After verification, they will be given back to you. You can keep them with you in your hostel, or your parents can take them back home. Either way, it's fine. Will there be any minor course offered to us during the program? We are working on revising our curriculum, like I mentioned. So there will be, once our curriculum is revised, hopefully within the next semester, we can give you more details about the minor program, etc. I see quite a few questions on medical thing. So my request is, please pose these questions to our team of doctors from medical center tomorrow. They will be able to answer it.
Hello, sir.
Teja, if you have a question, if you can type it in the chat box, I will be able to answer.
Document or something you mentioned.
Hello, sir.
Are there buses to Tirupati from college? Yes, there are enough buses which run. The state government buses do run in this route. So you will be able to get down in front of the college for these buses.
No, but now.
Maybe. 12th mark sheet as MAS.
There seems to be some issue with our speaker. We cannot hear you. If you guys have any questions, I request you to kindly type your questions so that we can answer them. Yeah, I just answered the question on minors. We are revamping our curriculum, so you will be able to give you more details once that exercise is done within another 3 to 4 months' time. Okay, great. So we'd like to close this session. We are already way behind schedule. So thanks everyone. I see another question. If we can accommodate on 3rd or 4th. This 1 or 2 students we might be able to accommodate. So if you have any specific difficulty and want to arrive a little early on campus, please write to our hostel team. You will get an invitation email from them today. If you respond to that email and write to them, they will be able to answer that question. This NSP thing, I think we have discussed about it enough number of times. Please upload one of the documents you have, preferably the JOSA admission letter, offer letter, and then we can take care of it from there after that.
Again, sharing rooms, they're asking that. Exclude computer science ones. Students data sheet, do we have to write percentage?
So in the students data sheet, can we write percentage of marks in all the 5 subjects or exclude computer science? Request is you write all the subjects that you have taken, but if you still have any question, please leave one of the columns empty. When you come here, you can talk to our staff and fill it. Rest of the things, as much as you can fill and bring the student data sheet when you come to verification. Details of the hostel accommodation, you will get it by today or tomorrow, at the latest by tomorrow. Are there movies screened? We have an active movie club on campus. They screen movies. So I'm sure once you, on campus, you interact with the club members. In fact, you will be able to suggest movies as well. So please wait for the presentation of the club secretaries. They will be able to give you more details. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone. We look forward to welcoming you on campus. If there are further questions, please feel free to write us an email. We tried to answer as many questions as they were scrolling down in this Zoom. We tried to answer as many as we could, whatever we could see. But in case we missed something, we apologize. We tried to do our best. But if you still have some questions, we request you to send an email to Zoom and we'll be able to answer them. Or more, maybe if it is related to something else that comes up tomorrow or day after tomorrow in these sessions, we can answer the same. Thank you once again. It was nice interacting with you. Bye-bye.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.